Welcome to another episode of Please Elite This.
Hold on.
I can't.
Go ahead, man.
Are we good to start?
Go ahead.
I don't even know what number we're on. I don't even know numbers are a thing at this point.
But,
Let's do 195-ish.
195-ish? No,
East Providence?
194?
We're on the episode East Providence.
ew, I hate that bridge,
I
yo.
hate it so
Everything
much.
I can to avoid that bridge.
Anything.
Yeah.
Gosh.
It's like they drive like that on purpose there.
Did they want to just fall off the bridge?
Damn.
Just right
Every
off the
time.
bridge.
Like, hey, yeah.
Do you know how much traffic it's going to cause if you get in an accident on the bridge? Drive regular. Save that for like flatland.
It's so bizarre. We saw one house
He's a bizarre.
in that area, and I said no.
I'm not doing this every
We
day.
didn't even
I gotta
think
cross
about
this
it.
thing?
No, I wouldn't even think about East Providence. But episode 195,
Shout out
the
to
East
East
Providence
Providence.
episode.
God bless him.
Welcome to another episode of Please Elite This. In the garage, we have Darren.
Bim.
Genevieve.
Hey, friends.
Hey,
What up, yo?
friend.
I feel like it's been a
Plus
while.
friend.
Plus friend?
Plus friend.
I said, hey, friend plus friend.
Oh, okay.
She's doing math again, Darren.
Yes. Math with words.
And math with words.
Thoroughly confused now. What do you wait? Do you have to add the F or?
I can't open this. Go. Sorry.
Because you just hear Matt ruffling. Did you use your teeth?
I did.
Did you finally resort to using
Yo,
your
they didn't put the little slit, in, you know what I'm saying? So that makes it easier to open. They didn't put that
Bim
shit.
couldn't open his nuts.
Okay. Darren, go, man.
All right. I feel like it's been a while,
It has.
but it really kind of hasn't.
But it has a little bit.
Because we haven't been on our regular day.
Yeah.
But we potted last Monday
Yeah.
and the Monday before that.
True.
So, yeah. Point is, we're all messed up. So you're going to get a lot of things this episode.
Hi, everybody. We
What
missed
up?
you.
Hang in there.
We took
What
a
up?
week off.
How,
We
Jen, I think last we spoke, it was your birthday.
It was almost my birthday.
Yeah, how was your birthday?
My birthday was fantastical, extraordinary, and awesome.
I love it. Your birthday is a thing to celebrate.
Thank you.
And behold,
Thank you, friend.
oh man,
What'd you do on your actual birthday?
It was a bad day. I know.
Come on, man. It's Darren. Damn,
No,
yo.
no,
You,
I-
know,
hey, listen, we're out of pod shape. Give her a little bit of a break.
you
That
can't
was
remember what you did on your birthday, though?
No.
You need a pod for
I
that?
barely remember my birthday most times.
Most times, because I mean,
That-
I know.
That's not cool.
I know that because we kept it cool. You know, like we sat on the deck
Mm-hmm.
and grilled, of course. Yeah. But we spent the day kind of like prepping for Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't do anything special on the day. But we did because we were on the deck and it was nice.
Yeah.
But other than that, there's not like a thing that I did that was different. That I
No,
forgot.
that's what we want to know. We just want to know what you did.
Yeah, I had a great
Yeah.
day.
Awesome.
Doing the things you love with the person you love.
Ow.
And then Saturday. What happened on Saturday, Jen?
Saturday. Wait, how was your weekends before we get into it?
Can you?
Yes.
What's up with her, yo?
I
Who
just
cares?
didn't
Our
want to.
weekends mean nothing. Our weekends were filled with you.
That's it, really.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I had a little birthday party. It was, a fun affair. If I forgot to invite you, I'm sorry.
How would she do that?
If you weren't there, you weren't supposed to be there. Get it over it.
Oh,
That's why I see it.
Darren has a great way of seeing the world. And yeah, it was a karaoke cookout.
Oh man,
Oh,
a splendid good show.
what a time.
Oh, man.
What a time to be alive.
It was,
Thank you to everybody who came. You guys showed out. No one was empty-handed, so there was like so much of everything. Everybody was ready to party. Everybody was a great vibe. There was people that I literally met that day who were partying just as hard as people that I was related to, and everybody in between. So it was amazing. So
it was great.
yeah,
Food was great.
thank you.
Drinks were great.
The drinks were plentiful.
Oh, bountiful
Yeah.
even.
Ugh.
You know what's ill though, Darren? Because I know Jen was concerned leading up to the party. Maybe giving people a peek behind the curtain with this one.
Yeah.
But Jen was very worried. One, she was worried about people actually showing up.
Why?
Why? But
Why?
my
Like-
friend Jen, she just has this thing, but she worries about the irrational stuff. So
He's going to appreciate you saying that.
I know what I'm doing. Then the other thing was the rain.
The
That
rain,
was cause for
that was
concern.
anxiousness.
And my whole thing, I kept saying to the wife, yo, man, I hope it don't rain on Saturday for Jen's sake. Because I know if it rained to the point where we couldn't have fun the way we did, or as many people couldn't come, or we had to keep going in and out or whatever, you're throwing off the vibe.
We was watching that weather on the app and on the TV every day.
Yeah.
Watching the percentages go up and down, chance of shower, maybe shower, light shower, daytime shower, nighttime shower. I'm like, what in the heck?
Yeah. And then the day of, it rained a little bit in the morning. A little bit before I got there, I think it's a light drizzle.
When I say 2 minutes of rain,
And that's it.
that was it.
You could even get concerned.
The whole ground didn't even get wet.
Nope.
You were like,
No.
But the only thing that kept me not losing it when that happened Saturday was the night before. There was a Celtics game. And so we were going to sit outside and watch it. So got everything set up, put the TV outside or whatever. And right before the game started, it started raining. So we brought everything in and said, forget it, we're just watching the house. As soon as we brought everything in, the rain stopped. It was like less than 5 minutes. So I'm like, all right, if we have one of those tomorrow, I'll be okay.
Right. Look at that. Oh, I was so happy. Not a single drop after we
Perfect.
got the thing going. Oh, and it made me happy because I know, because of how Jen was feeling about the other stuff, if some of that stuff happened, it would impact her mood day of and maybe lingering, and then we have to help lift her up.
Yeah.
I don't want my friend to feel down on her birthday.
Oh,
Look
that's
at
so
God,
sweet.
man. It was all on my mind, honestly. I know Darren probably feeling the same too. Maybe not. I don't know.
Probably not. A little bit. Because I got there much later. And when I got there, Jen was in full happy mode.
That's true.
She was hosting. She's an excellent host.
Thank you.
She's over there giving people food. And I was like, Jen, you okay? Shut up. I'm giving people food. Leave me alone.
She was on the move.
Yeah.
And I was concerned about you getting too drunk. And then you disappeared for like a little bit. I was like, oh dear, is she okay? Because you've been known.
Yes, I know. I know.
You've been known.
I turned down a bunch of shots because of that reason. I'm
God
like, I
bless.
can't
Oh, you're
fall
smart.
asleep on people
Good.
being at the
Oh,
house.
you're smart.
Very dope.
And when people try to give me different alcohols, I'm like, no, I'll just take a shot of what I've been drinking. So I drank the same thing. We actually, that morning, not to jump ahead into the day, but we got up like around 8 and to start setting up and stuff. And we were like, we're going to drink water every hour on the hour until we stop setting up. So from like 8 to like 1:30, we drank a bottle of water every hour. And then we didn't start drinking until people started to come.
Right. Oh, that's true. Yeah, because I think, I think your first shot was with us. Yeah.
No, it was with the girls, and then you were like, we were just standing right here.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
The one where we dissed the men, sorry.
Yeah.
He was pretty useless, too.
Who?
Well, that's when it began, at that very moment. That's when it just started to...
It's so crazy the way like everybody kind of came at the same time, it felt like. It was like the first small wave came literally right when the rain stopped. But everyone who came just like started like chatting, having drinks, and the conversations, even when nothing was really going on, just music playing, was like really good combos that we were having. And then next thing I knew, I turned around, boop, boop.
Trickle. And then, oh, wow.
Humans.
Yeah.
We have people here.
More than enough food. The food.
It was so good.
Want to talk about the food?
Go for it.
Yeah. What inspired?
What inspired the food? Well, Darling is like the most thoughtful person on the planet. I can't stress that enough. He doesn't do anything by the seat of his pants. There's nothing where he's like, oh, let's throw something together. He's always thinking about stuff.
Calculated.
Yeah, it's very smart, man. So he was like, I don't want to be grilling during the party. Because then, 1, my clothes are going to smell like smoke. And 2, I can't really...
Mingle.
Right. And 3, you can't really be under the influence playing with fire.
Yeah.
Right. So he was like, you know what, we should just make food and have it prepared. So then that's why we kind of scrapped the burgers, the kebabs and all that stuff. Like, we're not going to do that. And so we also didn't want to burn ourselves out cooking, but we did want to cook a little.
Yeah.
So we made the beans the night before, and then that day just put them in the oven. Did you like the beans? Were they okay?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even have
As far
the
as I'm
beans.
concerned.
You didn't have the
useless.
beans?
We're going to get to
Okay.
What's up with this guy?
I remember that. I believe they were all good.
Okay, good. Well, they were gone, so somebody ate them.
Yeah.
And then did grill 2 racks of ribs. I think when you
were
came...
ribs? Damn.
Oh, you don't know what was there? All right, so I'll start from the
Well, I
beginning.
know some of the stuff.
So, yeah, apparently there was... I don't know who ate the ribs. We're both like, we don't know who ate the ribs.
Darren, you knew there was ribs?
I was one of the last wave of people to come.
Oh,
so
okay.
I don't think I
Damn,
found ribs.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
I
a
may
whole pan
have.
of ribs, regular ribs.
No, I found chicken.
Oh, man.
So, sorry, Bib. They literally, you know how you came when the wings were being finished?
Yeah.
The ribs had just come off right then, too. They were brand
I
new.
saw that tray come to the pan to the table, right? It was
Yeah.
like towards the end.
No, it was beginning.
No, like the end of the table.
I don't know where it was at.
Oh my God!
We didn't have any ribs. We have no idea who ate the ribs. We didn't see anyone
somebody
eat
took
ribs.
the damn tray.
Nobody could have taken.
I did not even see. Honestly, I didn't even see it.
Thank you.
I'm upset. I don't know why I'm upset.
You feel like you've been robbed.
Yeah.
Of an experience.
I like ribs. Darren?
He's really upset about it. I was like,
You know what? You know why, Darren? Because I got there early. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was
So,
literally
yeah.
there, like maybe in the first 8 people.
So I fixed up a plate. I had. I know you're gonna run through what we had, but Kiba had made.
No, don't talk about that yet.
Oh shoot! Okay, let's talk about the food and then I'll.
Okay. So then, he was like, we'll get 2 pans of chicken from Crown.
Mm-hmm.
I
had some of that.
That I'm upset I missed.
Oh damn! You ain't getting
I
no.
don't
the
think
crown?
I got the crown chicken.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, yeah.
Bro, the wife packed me a little bit early.
Nice.
The way that thing just was slapping. Slapping.
I want crown.
Hey.
He said I want Crown.
Damn it.
See, now you know how I feel. See? Y'all looking at me over here, nigga. He like, really? Yo, look
I
at
know
you.
what's
He's
going
like,
on here, nigga,
yeah,
man.
Meanwhile, Darren's like, the chicken! But the chicken!
Yo, I have the audacity.
Yeah, see?
Like, I've never been
Judge
that
me.
The fried chicken!
Did you say crown? It's been ages since I had Mammy's crown.
Ages and Mammy's Crown.
I'm sorry. Continue.
So there was the 2 pans of chicken. And then they used the turkey fryer.
Yes.
Him and Earl. Shout out to Earl as well. Shout out to
Earl?
Donna. And they fried the chicken wings right there, right before everybody got there. I think Bim saw them finishing the last batch, like fresh
Yeah.
wings. So one pan was buffalo, one was barbecue. Boom. Then he also got sticky wings from the Chinese restaurant. What a spread. With some chicken fried rice. Tiffany brought pasta salad because you need pasta salad.
It was a perfect addition.
It was so good.
Perfect.
But the star of the show. Oh no, and it was boneless spare ribs.
Yes.
Almost forgot that.
That was also very good.
Okay. Now back to the star of the show. Miss Makiba
Hey.
and her Rasta pasta.
Yo.
I don't know how I haven't had that before. But I was like, wow, this is good.
Oh, that was your first time? Oh, man.
What an experience.
What an experience.
That's part of her food joint, her food sale, the Kiba's Crabs. Yeah, bro. Anytime she got Rasta pasta, thank you. Thank
The
you.
star of the show and the story behind the Rasta pasta. Because I didn't even think of it. So he was originally going to get lo mein and fried rice. And then I was talking to her on the phone, and then I was like, oh, don't you make fried rice? And she said, yeah. So I asked her how much. So I'm like, all right, I'll figure out what we're going to do and then let you know. So the next day, I was like, you know what? Forget the rice. I must have Rasta pasta at my party.
And this is why you're smart. This is why you're a smart person. She's so smart.
I said, I must have Rasta pasta.
I must.
I must.
I could cry. Thank you.
It was-
Thank you. Damn.
So the thing about this party that made me feel really good. Sorry guys if I'm talking about this party a lot.
No, this was for.
Okay. Is I know that people like me. Okay, I don't want to seem like, oh, I didn't know people like me. People like me. I know that. Thank you for liking me. I appreciate you. It's a blessing. But like the amount of love that was shown. So when I text Kiba to say I'm going to do a pan of Rasta pasta instead of the rice, she calls me and she's like, I saw Loren at wherever they were the night before. And she asked me if you were getting anything for me for the party. And she said, whatever you want, she'll pay for it.
Whoa.
Wow. That's love.
Wow.
Oh
Come on,
man, this makes my heart like joy.
Joy. That hit me right in the feels,
That's
yo.
a good friend. To not even
Because I didn't even like we had talked about it.
Oh,
to even have the thought of whatever she's gonna get from you. I would never think of
did
that.
she know that you were getting something from her?
I didn't even know I was getting something from her.
Right.
What are the odds of her to just say that?
And to see her and say her, to put it to, like, you know what? Jen's your friend, so she'll probably be getting something from you.
Yeah.
Universe.
Awesome.
I felt really bad because she got there late and she didn't get to have any.
I was gonna say, was she there? Because I don't know if I saw
Yeah,
her.
she was there.
We'll talk
She came
for a
late.
little bit.
So I'm sorry, Loren, but thank you very much for the pasta. It
Thank
was
you.
literally the star.
Yeah. Oh.
He's had people from his job hitting him up. Oh, that spicy ziti. Like,
Make it all different days for it.
Spicy
That
ziti.
itchy ziti thing. That peaky ziti.
Oh my god. Nah, she a beast with it, man. Oof.
now, what were you about to say about
Oh,
your plate?
Yeah, no. So at the table, I was able to get that. I got some crown. I got some fried rice. But you know, your plate is only so big.
I gotta go back.
But because of how I started drinking, I only had one plate because I just needed to sit down. Like I didn't even have the ability to make it to the table to fix up another plate. I just had to sit down.
So
And how did you run the karaoke like that?
Yo, can I tell you, my friend
Autopilot.
was so useless.
I guess you could fly a plane.
And so, hey, there's an article that they found 2 pilots asleep. But
See?
so I know my friend. I know we're not in like full DJ mode. We're not in full gig mode.
I
'Cause, you
tried
know,
really hard to keep it light for you.
Yeah, it was easy.
great.
You know what I mean? So at some point, the music stops. Boom, and the screen is still going, but there's no sound coming out. Right? So I go, oh shit, what happened to the sound? I give it like a good minute. And I look over the porch, and I don't see Bim really moving the way we're supposed to move when no sound is coming out. I said, I know this is a laid back gig, but I don't see him trying anything really.
He's just like, well, this
He's
is where
just
we're at.
generally there, and he's like,
Here we are.
cool. So I go over there, and I was like, hey man, you good? And there's mad people around him, right? But I know in gig mode, you know, we're like, shit, no sound. I gotta make sure all the connections are good. I gotta make sure. So I see him messing around with the computer setting, and I said, check the input on the speaker. And he looked at me and said, but he didn't move. I said, okay. And I went back to my seat. Not a good friend at all. And Jen, you took over the music somehow. Music's coming out. I said, okay, well, who cares what's happening right now? It's cool. It's fine. I see the computer restart like 2 times. I see the words still going, and I go, he's still struggling. But he's still not moving from his seat.
This went for like 25 minutes.
I missed this. I missed all of this.
This one
You
up
were
for like
on the
25
porch too.
minutes.
I know I was playing the music, but I wasn't looking at what was
man,
happening.
Bim was so useless. And I said to Clara, I said, he's in trouble up there, but I'm not.
Oh, thanks, Darren. This guy sucks.
I'm not. I suck. And you know why? Because I was like, this is not. It's a party.
Exactly.
It's not that serious right now. We're not. We're not under the gun. So.
It worked out.
Oh man, it was perfect. Nobody was wiser.
Even him, he's like, what? Did something happen to the music? I'm like, yeah, I was playing it from the phone. He was like,
You know, I was like, yo, Jen's killing it. I ain't really got like try. I would just wait.
Yo, Bim was so useless, and I watched it, and I didn't help at
he
all.
said, Jen's kind of killing it.
Yeah, she got killing it, bro. So you get there early, and I tested everything. Let me drink. Let me eat. Let me socialize. So we did a shot of. I did a shot of vodka in honor of Jen. Bang. We did a shot, and then I made a drink that had a lot of vodka and some other stuff in it. So I'm drinking it, and then y'all did the shot together. You did the shot with the girls. I'm like, yo, what's up, me? So now that's another shot with y'all.
That's 3 shots now.
Right, and I got my drink in hand. So I was like, I'm gonna eat. I need a beer. So I get a beer. Right. And I was like, but at least I did the hard stuff first.
Get that
so
out
I
the
do the
way.
beer,
Yeah.
and then because the liquor before beer, and the clear beer before liquor never been sick. So I took care of that. I'm cool, right? So then
That's like 30 minutes into the. Nobody's there yet.
Exactly. Exactly. So then Q come and he's like, and we're like, yo, you gotta do shot. Jen did her shot. And I was like, hi, yo, I'm gonna say, what you drinking? He's like, nah, but we gotta do a shot of Henny. I said, huh? but I'm doing vodka.
How can you say no?
He said, nah, I gotta be Henny. I said, all right, well, I guess.
Okay, well.
Bang, did that. Then I drink my other drink, and then I get my beer and my food, and I sit down. And then while I'm smoking,
Ben came to party and bullshit.
while I was smoking, I kind of said, hey.
He was all out of party.
I said, hey, man.
Literally, Ben was sitting like this for a while, like hands on his knees.
Yeah, in my head, like, hey, brother, you gotta do something tonight still. So, oh, you're right. Let me go. All right, so.
So the sun wasn't even down yet, bro.
Nope.
And we got there at like 5. So between 5 and sunset's not that long.
I got there with like maybe 7:30, closer to 8, and Ben was like, "Hey, man," I was like, I was like, man, I understand why this is not a kids' party.
Yeah, and I don't drink the way I used to. So I was, so I found that little cozy area on the deck.
That was your space.
And I did not move for at least 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And I needed to just wait it out. Because the wife came, gave me a kiss, but she had been drinking first, and her kiss tasted like alcohol. And my stomach just went,
Wow.
I said, get away from me. Get away from me, please.
I fully expected to find vomit in the grass somewhere, but everybody kept it together. I don't know how, because there was a lot of drinking.
And there was a lot of like shared, almost peer pressure drinking, almost.
No, not almost.
For me, I was sitting next to Vic, and he goes, "Hey man, let's go take a shot." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, there was a lot of that.
Let's take something like easy. He's like, Brugal, and I'm like, Brugal, isn't that the worst one? Isn't that one of the worst?
Yeah,
Why is it Brugal here?
That was Mama Juana.
Oh,
there was Mama Juana?
Yeah,
I would have
it
drank
was that.
Yeah.
Because how messed up. Like, we took like 2 shots within like back to back.
God.
And I never take that. So I was like,
I think.
So I said to my wife, I said, "Hey, you want to come take a shot of Babaku?" No. Brugal? No. Mama Juana? And she's like, I'm fine. I swear I'm fine.
I'm good. I'm great.
Incredible.
That's terrible. Wow.
Also, the main event, karaokeing. Oh man,
so fun.
There's
Carry me,
something
homie. It was so
It's
fun.
so great.
Man.
It's so fun.
It's so great. Superstars for the night in my book. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Makiba's always a superstar.
Always, every time.
Always. She's in the Hall of Fame.
She is.
Absolutely.
I love how she
Class
just,
of her own.
she gives you. She's raw.
I want to say, of all the karaoke things we did,
Her.
if she's there first,
Yeah,
or within the
it
first
kicks
group,
off.
she is always the first one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Love it.
That's why when you was like, "Oh, you want to kick it off?" Like I said, we waited to drink. So I was still very much sober. So I'm just like, "Nah, not yet." And I said, "I know who can kick this off." I went to Makiba. I'm like, "Yo, you want to kick it off?" She's like, "Yeah."
Always ready.
Yeah.
Always
Stay
ready.
ready, so you ain't gotta get ready. Her and her
Bro.
people that she came with, shout out to them as well.
They return.
They did the first 4 songs. They said we got 4 songs. Bang.
Bang, 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 bang.
Handed it to Ben.
Easy.
Let's go.
And they ain't stopped from there until I stopped the music.
I took over. I played Swag Surf. That was a crowd favorite.
That was a big one.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Also the Guatemalan dudes,
Shout out to them.
loved it.
Shout out to them, yo.
Do you know them? Do you know who they are? I'm sorry. I don't mean to put you on the spot.
Yeah, they work with Q.
Okay, cool. Oh, bravo to them.
Ugh, so good.
Yeah, that Mexican song. There's 2 Mexican songs they did.
I think they're Guatemalan songs.
Are they though?
Well, they're Guatemalan
sound,
people.
They sound the same.
Well, when I had pulled it, it was
I
like
know,
there's a Mexican flag in the
Central
background.
American
Yeah, there you
songs.
go.
Yeah, it's,
Let's
same
do that.
album.
But yo,
I feel like
they sing it with such vigor.
I wanted to do things.
I could never. I felt
Yes, gather the troops.
I felt mad proud to be from wherever they were from.
Hoisting a
proud.
beer up.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
And
I feel like they won a soccer match. Like it was so much fun.
And it's like they all have been bred to sing this way.
Yeah.
Like all Mexican, Guatemalan men are like, hey, this is part of us.
And you know, I dig that from a karaoke perspective. One, the software didn't have the songs, but they sang over YouTube. But guys typically aren't singing during karaoke. It's usually rapping or like talk singing or not really. But to get that kind of actual like performance, so to speak,
As a group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah. And they were loud and proud, and
Yeah.
they weren't none of this.
You wouldn't have thought we were in like the city.
No.
On a street where there's houses on all the sides.
Yeah, you guys were definitely disturbing the peace.
Oh man.
And
We
I heard.
didn't-
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I heard the cops pulled up real quick, and then.
And we won't talk about that.
Oh.
So
Oh, they did.
I don't know.
No, they were
I saw
cool.
them go by, but
Yeah,
I didn't see
Steven
them
said
stop.
talk to them, and everything was good. God bless.
Shout out. So yeah, then the fight.
Darren,
Yeah.
Mr. Screen.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Darren.
Tell people they can rent it. Go.
Yeah, you can rent it if you want to do movies outside or watch a fight or a sporting event outside of your house on a really nice night. Since summer is just upon us, hit me up. I'll bring a screen to you. I'll bring speakers to you. All you gotta do is get people around.
You
and
have
enjoy.
speakers too? That go with that? Dang, that's what's up. That's nice.
Be a nice theater experience.
Beautiful setup. It looks super sharp, and we ain't even cut the lights off.
We didn't.
and it still looked dope. Oh man.
Yeah, I didn't even know my projector could get that
That big.
wide.
Oh yeah, there's a good resolution to it.
So, yeah.
That was a fun way to watch the fight.
Yeah, it was.
Absolutely.
Thank you again for suggesting and letting us use that screen because we were. I mean, what we had was a grand idea, but it wasn't as grand as that. You could see that from the street. That thing
Yeah.
was crazy.
Oh, it's great.
And that's a tall fence.
Oh yeah. It's great.
So
That was
Very dope.
Very good fight too.
I missed the entire fight.
Oh, shout out to Tank.
We both missed the entire fight.
Where the hell
What
were
you guys
you?
doing?
I think we were cleaning up.
No,
But you were out there while the fight
You
started.
were
though.
outside.
We were outside, but we were like moving around. We never.
I feel like you were mingling and then cleaning up.
Yeah.
Because then Clarabelle was like, I have the itch.
Yeah. Thank you, Clarabelle. Wow.
Oh,
Thank
and the
you.
other one, Drina, the turnaround.
They
and they're
literally
folding
could not
chairs.
help each other. She's looking at me like
Thank
Fight
you,
wasn't even
Drina.
over yet.
it was still happening. Yeah.
Yeah, so we didn't watch the fight, but I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. It was so funny. I looked out, I was like, why is it look like a graduation? Everybody just stopped singing.
Literally, we all sat down.
Sat down
all
and
nice
just
and quiet.
face forward, no noise, listening to music, watching the fight.
Oh.
So I just let the playlist play and we
Yeah,
cleaned
it
up.
was perfect.
Incredible.
Yo, you know who I met there officially? It was hilarious. Reem.
Hilarious.
Hilarious.
Love that guy.
First of all,
He was turned.
he looks very much like Bim.
Crazy.
Very much like to the point where it was just like, I know that's not Bim. I know that's not my friend, but you could pass.
Is it the hat though?
The hat, the beard, the glasses, the same.
So if
you
we're
guys
not
are
wearing
similar.
hats, we don't look.
Probably not.
Yeah.
He has a similar beard.
I did
build.
the same thing. I was like,
Yeah.
who's singing?
Yeah. Who's singing? That's what it was. And man, he stirring songs
Yes.
selections.
Yes.
And he's singing that old black music.
Not that old black music.
That old black tunes.
I was trying to ask him to come today, but his podcast, Growing Pains, also.
They record
course
Thursdays?
today.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wednesdays.
Oh man, he was killing me. He was freaking
He was
hilarious.
turned. He was
I can't wait till we do a crossover episode
Yes,
with him.
yes, we have to.
I can't wait.
So shout out to them. Make sure you check out the Growing Pains podcast as well.
Oh man, that was a great night.
So yeah,
Great night.
all was well.
And thanks for doing that. And I know you guys don't typically have that many people at the crib, so it's
We
like-
never have
Yeah.
any humans at the crib.
Yeah,
Literally 0 people.
And I know the feeling of opening your crib up to people was like,
I'm
my
like-
stuff.
No, for me it was, I know they're going to ask about the bathroom. They're all going to ask about the bathroom.
Oh yeah,
I'm surprised y'all let people use that bathroom because
It's the bathroom.
there's the other one downstairs.
Yeah, but then they would have been waiting.
It's fine. I would have done that.
you're not seeing my bathroom.
See
We went to go try to use the bathroom and we heard it's over here. The one with the two shower head one is over here. I was like, I mean, I know where it is, but why do you know?
Why are
is
you
this-
using this
why-
bathroom?
Why is this a fabled tale?
Right.
Like she's my really good friend, but why do you know that, sir?
Right. Who allowed you to use this bathroom?
Right.
I saw people going through it. They're like, hey, is this all right? They can go in here? Why? There's one
Right?
other
Why?
one.
Right?
The hell, they can go in behind the bush.
I know I just met you and everything, but you can't just be in there like that. Who's this girl you with?
I would never. You guys are gracious.
Not me. Excuse me, is there a porta party I could run for the day?
Right, yeah, word.
No. But I could dig a hole, right?
That's not against
fine.
any city ordinances or anything. How far can I go before I got to call somebody?
Oof.
But bravo, indeed. It was an excellent event.
Yeah,
Happy
no.
birthday again.
Thank you,
It was
friends.
nice and it was nice just to be out and about. I think that was another good thing to it.
People
you know?
brought their hookahs.
Yeah,
Oh
everybody's
my
having
God, I
a good
love
time.
seeing a hookah pop up. I love that.
Why do you guys have this? Can we talk about that for a second? Why is hookahs in the back pocket?
Because you never know, bro.
Like, what?
You never know,
Yeah,
man.
but I love a good cigar. I don't carry around
Darren,
cigars like that.
What is the motto? You stay ready.
So you don't have to get ready.
Thank
Right.
you.
So if you hear your people's got a cookout, I'm gonna strap the hookah in the back in the baby seat just in case. I could, you know what I mean? And it's like, oh, is it cool if I can? And it's always some shit that's like 4 feet. Yo, I got extra tips. Y'all, you bring all of this shit?
It's all wrapped too.
And there was gonna be more people with hookahs, but they hit us up asking if there's gonna be hookah there.
Oh.
And so I anticipated having hookahs there. So I was like, no, there's gonna be some. So they didn't bring theirs. So at least 2 people was like, dang, I should have brought my hookah.
Yeah.
Like, how many hookahs was available? Like, how do you people just own hookahs?
I got one. I think I have 2 actually.
What?
Yeah. We got.
Why do I learn something about one of you 2 every single week?
H got when he was living in Qatar. He had got us one from there.
Okay.
And then when we
That's
went
fancy.
to Dubai, we had gotten another one.
Really? I know Derek.
said, I'm
loves-
like-
I could be lying, and I could have just got it from the gas station.
You're right.
I was gonna say, this Broad Street hookahs are not good enough for you.
It's much cheaper over there.
Yo, they're literally everywhere.
Yeah.
I know
Everywhere.
Derek loves hookahs, but I feel like there's so much to this. It's not a simple.
No.
Even watching it get set up, it's like
Yeah.
That thing ain't even wireless.
Fam, it's mad manual labor. And then somebody got the coal. The coal got burned a little bit longer. Right. Okay, bang. And it's not done for the night. I gotta change it out? Okay. Then
okay, all right. Let me.
But hey, it's
I mean, if that's what you
I
guys
won't
like,
even use a phone with a cord.
dude.
But you want
those
my,
exist?
Dude.
you better get you a Bluetooth hookah.
No, thank you. No wireless hookah.
But y'all don't smoke hookah, right?
No.
Oh. Yeah, it's very relaxing.
That was
Yeah, but I hear it's much worse than cigarettes.
Well, we don't talk about that part.
Okay.
Darren the downer.
I'm sorry. I definitely just like
We don't talk about that.
But health hazards.
They
he's
do
the
have-
DC and CDC. That's
Yeah,
what
right. Putty dad, man. Yeah.
No argument here, Your Honor.
That was splendid. Oh,
Man, that
that was
was-
good.
I'm sorry, you were saying.
What are you talking about?
Hookahs.
Hookah. Yeah, no, people's rapping hookah, man.
I mean,
But they do have the tobacco-free shisha, which I hope people are using. And it's the coals, really.
Yeah.
So
it's
hopefully
the
they're
coal
using
mining.
better stuff. Yeah, just putting everything inside.
hey.
So I'll just smoke grass instead.
Oh, while I'm thinking about it, last episode we had Tisha. Shout out to her for joining us.
Oh,
I know it was very random.
Tisha.
I almost forgot that happened.
There's no evidence that episode happened. There's no clips. We don't have anything that we put on the radio for that week. We just disappeared afterwards. It's like the episode just disappeared off the face of the earth.
It's on Spotify.
We got to rectify that. You asked for a clip.
I did ask for a clip.
It didn't make it to YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like, oh, I got it. Okay.
Oh, the radio thing we did
Yeah,
on YouTube.
Those 2 Mondays,
Bro.
Everything.
I definitely was like, everything is awesome. Joe was like, do we do clips for the radio? I was like, clips for the radio? That's a thing? It's 10:15. I can't even do something if I want radio.
Yeah, it was so crazy how this Monday, because it was Memorial Day.
Oh, yeah.
And it just, like, all 3 of us forgot it was Monday. Like, there was no indication that that's Monday.
No.
So I'm just like sitting there, and all of a sudden I said, huh. I'm like, I think today is Monday. I said, I think I saw like an Instagram post or something. I'm like, are we on the radio today? Oh, snap. We don't have an episode, therefore Darren didn't make
I
clips.
didn't do not a thing.
Nowhere near the front of my
I
mind.
messaged franchise like, hey, can you do this? He was like, yeah. I tuned in like 1:15. I just heard songs. I was like, yeah, we're gonna pretend like,
Because you were going to attempt to go in, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I was going to go with him.
I don't want to leave the couch, Kyle. Yeah, no. Busy weekend. I had a gig on Sunday.
You do that still?
No, I'm outside.
Yeah, Bim's out here, yo.
Yeah, so both weekends was, not that your party's a gig, but outside both days.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then watch the game after. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying being outside. Linked up with the fellas.
Yeah.
It's good weather, man. It's the time. And
Damn.
if you're listening to this podcast, you already saw Game 1 of the NBA Finals, but we're recording on Wednesday. Ta-da! So it's the Golden State Warriors
Yeah.
versus the Boston Celtics.
Boston.
And a Celtics team that I don't hate. And I'm supposed to hate the Celtics because Lakers and blah, blah. But this team, I find it very difficult. And this Tatum guy want to love Kobe that much to where a Celtic player
Armband.
During a game is wearing a purple and gold armband with 24 on it.
Amazing.
I don't know if people understand how crazy that is.
It's pretty amazing.
You would never think a Celtic player would wear purple and gold during a game.
It's like Diddy wearing a Death Row T-shirt.
At the time of the beef. Like, real talk. So
Very good.
I'm watching the game and I'm like, why you gotta like be so not hateable, man? You wearing Kobe?
He got baby hairs.
He got baby hairs. You got Kobe's name on your jersey. You wearing the purple. Damn, man, I don't even like y'all for it like that. But I think,
But I gotta respect you.
yeah, but I gotta like respect you, stupid. Good game though. That was a good game. Did you guys watch the Celtics Heat game?
The last game, I did not. I watched the first half, and I went to sleep.
Oh yeah, it was the day after the party, so you probably wiped. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, they were up by like 4 at that point. I'm like, I'm not doing this with them tonight. I can't. I was just finding what happened. In the
They
morning.
stressing you out, right?
Yeah.
They inconveniencing you, right?
Yeah, I ain't got the time. Just go to sleep.
Guys, Jen's watching. We gotta pick it up.
I mean, don't be having a 10-point lead, then I blink and then it's 4, like, and then it's too much.
Nah, fourth quarter would have. Oof, your heart would have been in your throat.
Yeah.
That joint's crazy. But I'm looking forward to it. Predictions?
I think Golden State in 5.
Ooh, 5. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, bold prediction
That's what I
from
said.
Dare.
I like Golden State. I gotta like them because they're closest things to the Ram right now.
Okay.
Color wise, state wise, so yeah.
You're not going to move to.
No.
Okay, thank you. Don't leave me. Jen, predictions?
Dang, I was gonna say 5, but he said 5, so I'm gonna say 6. But
For who?
But still, it's gonna be Golden State.
You really think so?
You think it's gonna be Celtics?
No.
Oh.
I'm just,
I was like,
Just not that fast. Not that 5. Not
I
that
thought
fast.
you would at least get behind your squad, though. Or is it a reverse psychology thing?
no.
You just don't think they got the firepower?
No. I really hope they win though. That would be really electrifying. I love when like the underdog wins.
Yeah.
So that'd be great if they won. But the Warriors are they've been there before.
Yeah.
They got Draymond, and I feel like he'll pull a gun out on
Oh
somebody.
my god. He's
If
a
he
very
has to.
aggressive man.
He's so
He's like
aggressive.
a big guy too. It's
Yeah.
like, man. And he's been dunking lately.
Yeah, that's
like,
terrifying.
Yeah, somebody got
It's like a
tested.
pit bull
Yeah.
doing a dunk in the game.
A loose pinball.
Yo, is this your pet, man? Damn.
He's your dog. He
You don't bite. You don't bite. Yo, Jen. This is why I was saying I don't laugh like this outside of this podcast.
He don't bite. And then the person goes back. Well, he got teeth. He got teeth, right?
Oh my god.
All black people say that back to you. He don't bite. He got teeth.
Oh
I
dear.
definitely was that person the other day. We brought our dog somewhere, and they were like, "Oh, can we pet him?" I was like, "Yeah, he doesn't bite." I was like, "Ah." It doesn't hurt, does it?
Damn it, bro.
Yo, man, it was happened so fast.
Luna, right?
Yeah, we went to like one of her relatives that had like a little cookout on Sunday. And we were like, let's bring the dog. We never bring her in. Cool. I had her on the leash. All the kids are like, oh my God, it's a dog. Can we touch her? I was like, yeah, she doesn't bite. She's real nice. I was like, Luna.
Oh my god.
It didn't hurt, right? She has little teeth. It's fine.
It's like Jen biting.
I definitely was that. You don't bite.
Oh no, Darren! I would have swung on you. Your dog.
And I would have deserved it.
I would have absolutely swung
I would
on
have
you.
fully deserved it.
But I think I got Golden State in 6. The fact that Klay Thompson, since he was injured the last 2 years, this is his 5th or 6th consecutive NBA Finals while he's been active.
Sheesh.
Meaning, if he's not hurt, what happens those other years where this team's like a nucleus? And Golden State only won like, I don't know, 15, 20 games last year or 2 years prior. But last season, Steph ended it in his press conference saying, when we're back together next year,
Yeah.
That's my problem.
you guys will see. And now, hey, that's crazy. Oh, you
Both of them are whoever's.
Yeah,
So
sure.
if you got fast fingers, Freddie, you can do that.
Thank you.
what the hell?
Fast finger food.
Oh my God. Talk about something. I gotta get a trick.
Would you like a water?
Oh shoot, thank you.
You got anything, Jen?
No.
I I saw in the news the other day that Rhode Island has finally legalized the marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
And so now you don't have to drive to Massachusetts if you were to get
that,
your stuff.
What's the official day though that that it takes effect?
They said December
Okay.
was when they're gonna.
Did you say December?
That's what I thought.
Why are you even bother telling me now?
But I think now, like as of immediately, it's like legal. But I think maybe they could sell it recreationally in December.
Right.
Okay.
That's big for the state.
And they're gonna expunge the records automatically.
Oh, what?
Awesome.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's fire. Wow.
Yeah, that's why I'm very happy about that.
So Rhode Island becomes the 19th state to have it legalized. That also includes our neighbors to the north and south, Massachusetts and Connecticut. The new law will give courts until July 1st, 2024 to automatically expunge the past convictions of those who want their expungement sooner may request it.
What about people that are currently locked up?
I think they're gonna let them out.
That as well. Wow.
Amazing.
So here's the thing, right? What's
the thing, Ben?
Oh, stop it. I love that. That's like one of the biggest things. How are people in jail for weed, but then it's legal? So that's awesome. Now, in terms of the state, we've been in Rhode Island our whole lives, and we see the things that do get done or don't get done in the state. Legalizing weed is going to bring in a lot of tax dollars, like from the taxing of...
Which it should.
So I want to see, as a Rhode Islander, lifelong Rhode Islander...
You want to see that money go to good use.
Something. At least, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, you introduce this thing to the state that we know for sure is bringing you a lot of money, but nothing is different. That would piss me off.
Well,
because that just means somebody's pockets just getting fatter, which is fine. But, like, come on, man. Take care of the state, yo.
they were asking what the projected revenue was, but the numbers that the lady on the news had, she was like, her numbers weren't exactly accurate because it was from the last time they did a study on it.
Okay.
But she was saying they're guessing like roughly $14 million a year.
Yes.
But the first year, since they're starting it halfway through the fiscal year, the it's not going to show like a positive revenue because you got to cover costs, and it's only half a year.
Yeah.
But so it's going to take a while for them to see profit from it. But yeah, once you start seeing that profit, fam.
Yeah, man.
I don't want to see a pothole.
No, real talk.
I don't want to see no pothole. And if I get a flat tire from a pothole, there should be a guy standing on the side of the street handing out $500.
Just standing on the side of the street.
Just ready to give it out. Like, just don't make me jump through hoops to get my new tires.
Okay, so how weird is it going to be now, walking down the street,
Singing do a diddy diddy.
sing a do-I-diddy while smoking a doobie-diddy?
Diddy.
Or there's just some like elderly woman in front of you blowing down.
I don't think you could do that though.
Why not?
I think they're still going to treat it like alcohol, like public intoxication.
Oh. But I feel like I've already, and this isn't like since they announced it, but.
Yeah, I think people in Rhode Island just don't care.
Right. Behind cars and I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oof. But, and the cops, what are they? They're not really going to.
Like, they really legalized it right before PVD Fest.
Oh, boy.
yeah.
Oh, the air is going to.
I already thought it was intense. We haven't had PVD Fest in a while, but I remember the last one I went to thinking, they really got people outside selling alcohol and other people just outside drinking it, and everything's just fine.
Yeah. Well, except for that time it wasn't fine.
Yeah, but other than that, it's just fine.
Yeah. Because why not? It should be fine. You know what I'm saying?
So now imagine that, plus the aroma.
It'd be even more chill.
But the only thing I don't like about that is because a lot of people like to bring their kids.
Yeah. That's the thing.
So I don't know how that's going to work. If I had a kid, I wouldn't bring them to PVD Fest this year.
And getting contact high and shit.
Yeah. Or your pets. A lot of people bring their dogs too. And they were talking about that on the news. How,
Hey, wait, you didn't point to me with the kids thing, but the pet thing?
this guy.
Watch out, it bites.
This guy.
I'm never telling you guys.
Darren, everything's ammunition. Everything.
Literally everything.
I give it back.
Bing, bang.
Come on. I hate you both.
I didn't even do nothing.
I know.
just
by association.
preemptively before you do some shit. They was saying that the vets are saying that a lot more dogs are being brought in, or pets are being brought in with like ingested marijuana, whether it be they ate people's edibles
Yep.
or by contact.
Yeah.
Because people just smoke in the crib and they dog right there.
And also when they like walk the dog, if somebody, let's say, had like a roach or whatever, they threw it on the ground and the dog eats it. So there's different ways. So be mindful of your pet. If you are one to smoke the reefers, your pet has lungs, just like you.
Then you add one thing and introduces mad other problems.
It's the way of life.
That's great. That's why we shouldn't do anything.
It's like
Just stop.
Let's stop altogether.
Right
No,
now, if we stop
no,
what we're doing.
No.
like I was thinking about Darren yesterday. I'm like, he's gonna have a bigger kitchen, so now he gotta buy more stuff to fill the kitchen. Like you just introduced a whole new problem.
Exactly that. I can't use the same old nonsense I had before.
I
Same old plates.
New cutlery.
And these nasty plastic cups.
I need chalices.
I need chalices. These forks will no longer do.
Oh my God.
Goblets and shit.
And why? We have the space.
You want some water? Here you go.
Definitely got to hold from underneath.
But similar to what Ben was saying, I do hope the money goes. It goes
because there's not a lot of times where we see, they say it's public record, but the budget or how much money the state's making, whatever. We don't have too many things that are like, this is a definite money break that we all know is bringing money in.
Yes.
It's like the wife knows you got a raise, or the wife got a raise. I know you got mad more money, but nothing changed.
Everything's
so
still the same.
What's up?
What's going on?
What were we doing? What's going on?
Exactly that. There's I was reading an article. This guy Pete Cadence. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He's the founder and co-chairman of this foundation called Hope Chicago. So apparently he made a boatload of money being the CEO of Green Thumb Industries.
Sounds familiar.
And so he took that money and then he went and gave out a ton of scholarships. Like he went to like three or four high schools in Chicago and said to the senior class, I'm going to pay for all your college bills.
Wow.
Because he made that much money. Yeah. So amazing.
Yeah, so there's things you can do with immediate impact. You know, I don't know. So let's do the right thing. But either way, we gonna enjoy that thing legalized. You feel me?
Yeah, I was mad because I was watching the news when it was all happening, and the news anchor or whatever, she was like, "It's legal to buy it in Massachusetts, and it's legal to possess it in Rhode Island now." But it's illegal to drive it across state lines.
Right.
What?
It's so stupid.
It's so stupid.
Everything is stupid.
So how am I going to get it home?
Right. Everything is so
Am I going to put it on a drone?
legal,
Am I going to throw it over the state line and then go get it?
legal in Canada, legal in Rhode Island, but you can't fly from Rhode Island to Canada with it. Yeah, like it's until everywhere, but then even then they may still. That's so strange. I don't know.
It's all about control.
Speaking of Canada,
Yeah. Uh-oh.
did you hear about the decriminalizing? I mean, I used the wrong word. Decriminalizing small amounts of cocaine and heroin.
I saw that article on our page and I said, guys, cocaine?
Hearing cocaine scares me. Just to mention it, maybe it's because I don't know nothing, but it's just
Heroin, especially.
I feel like you have to whisper the like it's cocaine.
Because it kills people. You can ruin your entire life very, very quickly on either one of those drugs. And
So
you want to what?
decriminalization. So that just means people won't go to jail for it.
For having small
Certain
amounts
quantities.
of it.
Are you what?
But see, Darren, do you want to lock somebody up just for having it for their own use?
What?
Beyond the shock of them actually wanting to use it on their own.
Thank you.
Beyond that.
Because I can't think of like a...
So that they have a reason.
Okay.
So they're saying, sometimes, if, like you're saying, somebody can have an adverse reaction, and the person that's with them panics and doesn't call for help because they think they're going to get in trouble because they have cocaine on them.
Which makes sense.
So now they're like, they want to take away the fear of people asking for help if something goes wrong.
It's like, we know you guys are doing it already, so at least let's just try to be safe.
We don't want to find bodies.
Yeah.
We don't want to do that. We want to save people before it's too late. Just please.
Okay, all right, okay.
Yeah.
I get it, okay.
Please.
So Darren, let me ask you this now, because I'm liking this cocaine reaction. Have you ever seen somebody smoke?
Hell no. Are you kidding?
Have you been offered cocaine?
I have seen one person, and no, I have not.
can I tell you, it's equally as scary being at a party or a club, and somebody you don't know comes up to you and gets, hey man, hey, you guys, I like your energy. Good you wanna,
What?
at least 6 times.
Wow. What?
Yeah, and I'm frightened.
Alarm.
I feel like so many. Are you a cop? First of all. Second, do you want me to? Are you trying to kill me? 3, for some reason, I feel like they're in a gang or a mob or something. Because why do you have
Are you guys gonna
cocaine?
jump me?
He's like, why do you have cocaine?
Why do you have cocaine?
It's so scary.
I don't know. Something that could kill me?
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm not doing it out in the world.
Somebody got an OD. No. Oof. But good on Canada.
Yeah.
Good
So
on them.
it's a 3-year trial in just British Columbia to see.
Not that you know this.
I don't.
Is cocaine big out there?
Cocaine big everywhere, Kyle.
Dog.
Anywhere you got noses, cocaine is big.
Oh my god. I can't. It's not even like a fun way. It's not even like a fun thing to ingest. Like
To you.
Because every time I see it, it's like I see them boop and then like.
Okay, so I got this guy, yo.
All right.
So
Thank
Darren,
you. Thank you, man.
what's something you love?
Eating, sleeping.
What kind of food?
We'll say rice.
Not such a
Give
Haitian
me
answer.
more
Oh, you see, more,
detail.
more,
More
Haitian-
plain white
more.
rice?
I like crown fried chicken. That's what I like.
Okay.
Nigger.
Okay, so imagine the tastiest, Darren, the tastiest piece of, what you like? You a leg guy? You a breast guy? What you like?
I'm a leg guy.
You're a leg, oh, the leg. Just a good size one.
That is so stupid.
But before you got to eat and you know how tasty it is, but before you got to eat it, somebody just had to pinch you real hard. Darren, would you let somebody just pinch you real hard until you can get to
And
the
I
chicken?
get my meal.
Yes.
That's a small price to
Yo,
pay
I mean,
for such
a
kind of
pinch.
joy.
There you go. Okay, now eat your chicken. No. Pinch me again. They'll be. He's crazy for letting somebody keep pinching.
Yo, man.
It's the same
this
as.
is the perfect analogy.
Yes, it's just a little bit.
Because I can see the reasoning. Just don't look at this arm.
Just don't
Well, you talking about shooting heroin. That's a little different.
What happened? What?
That one. No. Snorting coke, I can kind of get
I get
behind.
all the chicken with yeah.
Because they'll do coke and party. I'm like, that looks cool. I'm not doing it. But you guys are turning up, man. But you shoot that stuff up, they laying down.
Shooting up
Shooting's different.
is
They do it between their toes.
between your toes.
I don't want to do this anymore. I just don't want to do this anymore.
But yeah, so the snort, it's just a small inconvenience to feel great. That's it.
My guy.
If somebody pinches me and I get to eat, I'm getting pinched mad times.
That's
Yo.
what I mean. Like, you look, see all the welts and stuff. You're like,
A lot of chicken today.
I can kind of get the reason.
Yeah, that's it. They describe it as like the greatest feeling ever, but it never is as good as the last one. So that's the danger in it.
You keep trying to chase that first high.
Yeah. But it seems like they're having a blast. Because why else would you just clear a whole line?
My God.
I can't even do like nasal spray.
Off money?
Off money? Chopped up with a credit card you've been swiping all over the place? It's nasty.
Now it's bringing up germs.
Yeah, all of that, man. Because that's going in.
No offense to the cocaine enjoyers.
No, at all.
No
Because it looks
offense.
cool. I just can't. Never me. Can't do that.
Not me.
Oh my
You
God.
know how long it took me to be able to swallow a pill?
Can you though? No?
Now I can.
Can you do it like easily?
Yeah. But I was like maybe in my 20s before I finally was able to do it. I thought I was not going to be able to ever do it in my life. I just thought I would never learn the skill.
What got you over the hump?
I have no idea. I think one day I was just like, just swallow, stupid. Just swallow the thing. Like,
That was her motivation. That was you just swallow, stupid.
what are you doing?
What have you been doing all this time?
You swallow food, you swallow drinks, you eat candy, just swallow the tin.
And I look at you, flourishing. Boop. Not even a thing.
Just a pill. I got to a point where I could just pop, no drink, nothing. Just
Yeah, I can do it with no drink now.
Yeah, I can do that.
Oh, damn, Jen, you like advanced.
Yeah.
Oof.
But for the longest time, if I had to take a pill, my parents had to crush it up, mix it up in something.
Until you were 19, 20.
Ma! You small child. I can't even laugh because, like, not me, but, ex-wife, she used to have to, like, hold her nose and take a sip of something and then put it in and, like, do. It was like...
Yeah, I don't think I took pills as a teen because I didn't really need to. Like, teens shouldn't get headaches.
Why I took pills in high school? Oh, allergy meds for sure.
See, I didn't have allergies back then. And if I did, I would have got a liquid version of allergy medicine.
Smart. That's true.
That's actually what I did.
Alternative.
You guys watch A Million Little Things?
Yes. We've talked about that show, but you never watched it. You finally started watching it? Did you cry a little bit?
Look at his face.
Have you cried yet?
Hey, yo.
The show was so good.
Hey, yo, listen. You're all stupid. The wife is watching her. I came over somewhere. And I plop down. I don't disturb her when she's watching the shows. I'll just sit. And I try my best to do it quietly. Shut up.
I think I'm like 5 episodes behind. I just want to get into it.
So I won't ruin anything then.
Thank you.
Wait. Have you watched the show at all? Before this?
Not a whole episode.
Here and there, but you just saw the new thing that she's watching.
Yeah. Are you caught up?
Nah.
Okay, so I definitely can't say stuff. So
I mean, I don't care though.
Yeah, you can say it. It's fine.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there watching as she's watching, and I hear sniffles, and I say, "Hey, man," to myself in my head, "This show is very sad. It's a very sad show." So then something happens, and then another family comes on, and again ominous music, wah, and then another sad, different scenario, but sad. I said, Dad. Then some other family came on, and it was happy. But first they started sad because they were expecting some news and they were expecting bad news. So it's wah, ominous music again, sad. Then joy. Wah. Next family, sad. Wah. I said, I couldn't help. I said, wife,
Why do you put yourself through this?
this show is very sad. And y'all just crying. Every scene. Just sad. Black people, sad. The gay people, sad. Transgender, sad. Everybody's sad. Everybody's sad. The show's about to end. The people that were once happy in the show earlier, the one happy family, they were not sad because something else happened. Cliffhanger to the next episode.
And then,
What the hell kind of show is this?
why would you put yourself
You know
through
what's
this?
so funny about that? Is that same thing. I used to watch it. Darling would come. If it's on, he won't say nothing. And he's just like, I mean, he'll get into it. Like, I won't say he'll get into it. He got into it once or twice,
Yeah.
into the little storyline. And then he just stopped watching it with me. And so, like, if I put it on, he'd be like, you watching that sad-ass show again?
It's so sad. Yo, I swear to God. It's not even smart. This is like, well, how can we do this? I don't know, give a kid cancer. I don't know, do something. We need them to come back for the next episode. Yes. Do we need to kill a kid yet? Are we there?
Little Johnny's ready.
Yo, and I watch a lot of TV. It was sad, heavy sadness. Heavy.
Yo, now that
That show
you're
was so good.
now that you're like saying it, I'm like recounting all the times I've walked into the show. And I'm like, man, that was.
Yes.
Oh yeah, huh?
Sad,
Oh,
yo.
yeah.
Oh, boy.
But
Gary, yeah.
Now, from a TV creative, whatever, that is the easiest thing.
Oh yeah.
Like, yes, you got to have a decent
You're
story,
pulling
like
people
likable
in
people.
easily.
But this happened. Oh my God.
He said
And
the
then this
black
happened.
people are sad and
Yeah.
the gay people
Everybody,
are...
there was a trans daddy for the child. He is sad. Everybody is just sad. You're happy, then you are sad. I said, whose real life is like this, yo? Darren, when they said
Yo.
the other news on the day, I said, they were just happy. No, that shouldn't be on TV, yo. This
Who
kind
made
of,
this show?
this is terrible, yo.
Who hurt you?
I be watching it at work and shit. Well, not watching it, but like listening to it and like working. This is background noise.
And it's sad back. It's so sad.
Sad background noise.
Damn, balance your show out, fam.
Yeah, after a while I have to turn it off. I'm like, damn, this is a lot.
I didn't know there was such TV. Just sad. When I watch MasterChef and I cry because it's tears of joy.
Joy.
Because I'm happy. I'm impressed. They're like talented and they're doing stuff. And it's like, wow, you're 9 and you just made a beef Wellington. But them, they're just sad. Everything.
So when we've talked about the show, you probably weren't paying attention or you probably forgot. So do you know how the show starts?
The saddest premise for a show to start on.
And somehow that reeled me in. It's this, as Darren said, the saddest way a show could start. The only show I know that started sadder that I've ever seen was the show that came on HBO about the family that owned the funeral home. 6 Feet Under.
Oh wow, no, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, that show started sad because apparently in that show every episode somebody died because they owned a funeral home and that was like the thing. So in the first episode, the dad of the family got in a car accident and died, and I will never forget that. I was like,
already,
because it's like 20 minutes into the show, he's like the main character, and then all of a sudden, boom! I was like, what kind of show is this? This show is worse than that.
It's sad.
The thing is, like, the way it starts and then where you end up, they're not even like really relatable. Like,
I forgot how it started.
It started with John.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, the businessman, he's doing all these moves, walking around, and then he's on the phone with somebody, and then he goes out to he's like, it's got this grand office. It's like on a skyscraper, and he goes to stand out and look out while he's on the phone, and he jumps off the building.
Dead. Dead. Before you could even realize what was happening, he's DED dead, man. And you're left there.
This is torture. This is like cutting, right? Isn't that a thing?
It took so many sad turns.
And as he's describing, whatever he's describing makes me recognize where I left off. I left off with Gary just ruining everything. When he does a thing to the other guy.
Oh, you're
that's
a little
where
behind.
I left off. I'm very far behind. But I'm like,
can I ruin something for you?
Yeah.
That guy dies.
Oh.
You don't say.
But he doesn't die from that.
Oh yeah.
He's in the hospital and all that, but he dies after. They bring him back to life and then they killed him.
So okay, I have a question. Do you watch the show and then go to sleep? Or
Yeah.
I can't. See, the fact that I'm not invested in the show, I can.
Okay.
But if I was, my nightmares would be ruined. I would have nightmares upon nightmares.
Fam, the show was over. I was like, I don't know what to do.
Yo,
I don't feel good.
I need to watch something funny to get me out of this.
This doesn't feel
because
good.
I'll dream about I'm watching I had a very freaky dream. I'm not going to tell you about it.
Ew.
Well, hey, man.
Not that freaky, but freaky that you would enjoy. You would enjoy. All right, I'll tell you about that one too. No, but you're right.
Oh my god.
Are you watching this sad ass show again?
That shit is sad, bro.
That show in This Is Us.
I never watched This Is Us.
The wife is back on it. I think it's like, I don't know, final season or something. And it's like, wow, you guys are still pulling things out of this. Like, how much more can now? So the mother has like Alzheimer's.
Oh,
and
gosh.
like, oh man,
That's another one. I've seen a few of those.
See, I've never watched that one. That one seems like it's gonna be too sad for me.
I think in relation, A Million Little Things is sadder
It is.
She's-
than that one.
This is
Jeez.
more like your family growing
Right.
sad. Like these are things that are more than likely going to happen in your life. Like you're gonna lose a parent, unfortunately, and you're gonna have these heartaches and divorce and whatever the show is talking about. But I found myself like in tears the other day watching it. Like
Maybe I have no soul. I just be watching it.
no, I have no soul too, and somehow that caught me.
Dang, that makes me feel worse, Darren.
Oof.
No, I'm sure if you were to watch, I don't watch it religiously or anything. It's just the wife watches it and I was walking in. But I know the characters enough to get what was happening. And so, yeah.
I mean, Million Little Things, I watched almost every episode. I ain't never cried.
Never?
Yeah, no, I didn't cry to that.
But you're just feeling sad.
Yeah, sometimes I get really sad. There's some really sad episodes.
It's heavy.
I do have to remind myself, like, this is a show.
No, but
Like,
okay.
Romney be acting his ass off.
He's a very good actor
He's
in
good.
that show.
Ugh.
And I like the dude that was I know him from the show Psyched when it was
Gary.
Gary.
Yeah.
His character, I like that. I can see he has range.
Gary,
He can go from the comedic to
To
that
dark.
shit really well.
serious. Oh, he goes dark very well. Yep.
But you just don't feel good. You know? Because when you watch these shows, right? Yes, it's entertainment, but it's entering your psyche.
Yeah,
you're
'cause
learning
you relate
something.
to it.
You have to remember the character for the next episode. So this stuff stays with you just for the sake of continuing to watch the show.
Yep.
And it's so sad. So when you're looking forward to the next episode, you're looking forward to sadness. Never in my life.
You're hoping that it gets rectified.
If you know the show well enough, it will not. You know it's not. Darren, they gotta kill somebody. Somebody's gonna lose a leg.
Somebody already lost his leg.
Oh my God! See, somebody lost a leg on the show.
No, he didn't lose his leg. He got paralyzed in the wheelchair now.
I saw that guy.
Yeah, he didn't start the show in a wheelchair.
But this episode, I know, I learned that, Darren. I said, was he always? Oh, of course. He had to be put there.
He lost his leg?
Oh, he didn't lose his leg. He's just in a wheelchair.
Okay.
He got hit by a car.
Which was also very that was a whole dark thing because now that I think about it, because he didn't end up there, but his path to get there was like wow.
Oh, that was a bad episode.
Wow.
That episode was
wow.
That was
wow.
That episode was wow.
Wow. And you have to tell your son all this?
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, that show. Yeah.
And even that guy, the episode I saw, sadness. Everybody on the show was sad. Every single one of them.
I wonder if that was like a season finale or something. The season finales are really sad.
They did drop a big ball, so yeah.
So that makes me. I kind of want to watch it because now I'm thinking about all the characters and where I left them. I know I'm nowhere near where you are because like the guys in the wheelchair, his wife was starting to blossom a little bit, but I'm sure it just put the shit.
He's still there. Trust me, brother. He's there still. There was sadness with that one too. All of them were sad. Yo, this show is wild. At least some characters are doing okay, so you feel better about it.
Thank you. I need somebody that's like saying, "Hey, man, I'm still here, just living my life."
Oh my God. Anyways, good show.
I can't believe we talked about this show for like me and Darren talk about it all the time, and you just never participate.
Yeah. Fam, I was floored at how sad this shit was, and like I said, I watch a lot of shit. I said, this is crazy. This is almost criminal at this point because now you're just taking advantage of people and bringing them back because it makes them sad.
It's funny because I was just talking to him about how like I love listening to sad music, especially like when I'm happy. Like I'll play sad music.
So weird to me.
Oh yeah, you do that.
And how people just look at me like,
What are you doing?
you good?
What are you listening to?
Just swaying and not gonna cry. Oh, I'm having a great day.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Not gonna cry. I can listen to that whole Wait and Exhale CD. Like, what? Are you kidding me?
On a happy day.
On a sunny day. J. Cole is for rain though. But
No reason. His music ain't even sad.
because it's true. But it makes me feel sad. I don't know why his music makes me feel like.
Because it took you a long time to graduate college.
Probably.
Wow.
Probably.
Wow.
So I can see no other correlation.
Wow.
Not to love that man.
I don't hate his music. I like his music.
He's playing basketball for Canada?
Yeah. Can he do what he's doing where he's trying to get a shoe contract with somebody else?
Because I noticed he was wearing, he wasn't wearing Pumas.
He was wearing Jordans, I
Yeah.
think. They said he's trying to get a Jordan contract.
But I think his Puma deal's up anyways.
That's crazy.
I'm glad I didn't buy a pair. I would have felt abandoned. Damn, Cole, you left
Right?
that fast.
What the heck, bro? Didn't you just get here?
Oh, but yeah, they probably did like a one shoe deal.
No, he had a couple pairs.
Wasn't the same pair, different colorways?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So they may have done that one, and then Cole was like, I'm cool. I'll go somewhere else and do it again. Which I don't blame him. I'll do it. Chase the bag.
Yeah.
Like the Stallion did it.
She's getting a lot of money on the side. Well, I don't want to talk about her.
Why you don't like her? All right.
I don't like liars, yo.
Oh.
Speaking of liars.
What's her lie? Oh, shoot.
Yeah, see? Oh, don't say shoot.
I walked into that one.
Johnny Depp won.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. That's what I wanted to remember to talk about. Yeah.
I didn't know much about the case. Like,
Me either.
I know very little, and I'm dying. I need to do a dig. I was waiting for it to be done.
You like mess and you don't know
I love
about this?
mess. I watch here and there, like because the lawyer, her lawyers are like my contractor that I. That's the equivalent. So I kind of want this whole thing to be done so I can go back and just see all the stupidity.
Yeah, well, your wish has been granted.
Yay!
Johnny Depp won. So there were 3 counts of defamation that he had against her for things that she said about being a victim and him being the guy in Hollywood and being protected, blah, blah, blah. So for that, he got like $15 million. Mm-hmm. She won one count of defamation where he had said something about her, and she gets $2 million. Mm-hmm. But do you have to pay? Like, how does that work? How do they make her pay?
I don't know.
Because it's not like I cut the check now or you go to jail.
Right.
Like, they figure out some stuff, but I don't know her to have bread like that.
I think she's done some stuff.
She's sitting on a chunk of money.
Is she?
She's sitting on the one of the things was she said she was going to donate like we'll say like $10 million to a certain charity.
Oh,
that she had gotten from somewhere, and she had promised that she had said that she donated the money. This was like last year. And they were like, and did you donate the money? And she was like, I haven't gotten around to it.
Oh, my God.
So she's sitting on money. I just don't know how much or where she got it from.
Boy. See, I don't know enough of the details, man. Yeah, maybe I should dive.
That's what I mean. So like every time like I get little bits and pieces, I'm like, okay. But I don't have the patience to sit through it all.
Well, I typed in her name and net worth, and there's an article from CBS News from today that's titled Amber Heard verdict, what happens if she can't pay the $15 million judgment. So we're not the only people wondering this. So perusing it and scanning it real quick, they saying her wealth is unclear. She has earned millions for her work in TV and films such as Aquaman 2. She previously received...
It ain't come out yet, Aquaman 2, and they counting her dollars.
She previously received a $7 million settlement from Depp after their divorce, which she pledged to donate to charities, including the ACLU.
Lying. She's a lie. I hate liars.
She's like, I haven't done it yet.
During the trial, she said she hadn't fulfilled it yet.
So you're going to donate it? You're such a liar.
Give it back.
So, testimony suggested that Heard's career had stalled due to the legal battle with Depp. They raised questions about if her pockets are deep enough to cover the damages, which includes $10 million.
Oh, broke ass bitch.
Dumbass bitch. And compensatory damages of $5 million in punitive damages, although the latter was reduced to Virginia's cap of $350,000 in such awards.
What?
Wait, what? You are stupid for that law. So she can appeal, but she would have to post a bond for the full $10.35 million judgment plus interest.
Oof, man, interest, damn.
As the appeal proceeds.
Yikes.
And good luck finding work, chick.
For an individual who doesn't have the ability to pay the judgment.
Literally, they'll throw anything her way and she has to take it. Sorry, Jen.
That's fine. For an individual who doesn't have the ability to pay the judgment and no ability to post the bond, there's a real issue if the winning party intends to execute the judgment.
He should.
By comparison, the jury awarded him $2 million. Depp has earned as much as $650 million over the 13-year period. Over one 13-year period.
Yeah,
man. But they say he's eroded his wealth over time.
Yeah, he used to do. When I saw, he did some wild stuff like private planes, just like for dinner, and tons of money spent on wine and all that.
Yeah, they say he spent as much as $300,000 a month on full-time staff.
Wow. And I rock with Depp. That's so like I didn't care as much about the actual trial or that, like the mess of it. Like I like a little mess, but not a lot of mess. I care about like the person. Yeah. I've been rocking with Depp since.
Oh, I love Depp.
Crybaby. I used to watch a little bit of 21 Jump Street when I was a kid, like early.
That was him.
Yeah, and then you got Pirates.
Man, there'll never be another Jack Sparrow.
Come on,
not a one.
And Disney stopped rocking with him because of this to protect. And he said he'll never do anything with Disney again. Oh, because imagine I didn't do this stuff that she's saying about me. Yeah. And I done made y'all so much money, and you just dip.
Just drop me like that. They still selling the toys that look like him and everything else, man. Just drop me like that. There'll never be another Jack Sparrow
ever
as good as him.
Ever. Edward Scissorhands. Come on, man. Don't mess with Johnny
Willy Wonka.
Come on.
Jen's like, I don't know any of these things. So.
You
never watched none of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies? Oh, it's such a good series.
Because I would see why you wouldn't. It's not like scary. It's wholesome. It's Johnny Depp. It's like, what happened?
I was watching sad stuff.
You're right.
Just gonna skip all that fun.
Oh man.
Man, every so often I'll get like the urge and I'll just fly through the whole.
Oh, really?
The whole 5 series of those.
There's
things.
5 of them.
Yeah, and they're all great.
What's your favorite though?
Oh, what do maybe the third one.
That's the
that
one
World's End.
with the octopus guy.
No.
Oh no.
That's, that's with Calypso and she gets all big.
Yes.
That's literally the end of the first 3.
Okay.
But so that one's like one of my favorites, and then there's the one after that. I kind of like the one with Selma Hayek. I like all of them. Literally, I can't distinguish. But
That's like how I feel about National Treasure. I watch that. I can
also
always
great.
watch that.
Also
run
great.
it back.
I want another one.
Yeah.
And I also want it to be real. Like I want to know if this is. I want to do
You're a
national.
nerd.
I'm so.
They would. Sorry, Jen. We're almost
That's
done.
fine. I'm just stretching.
They would be. They can make a lot of money off a tour, which probably maybe exists already, of where they went in Virginia and all that stuff. That's ill. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nerd talk.
Me too.
oh shut up. You love sadness and Bob Barker.
There'll be sad songs to make you cry. I like that song a lot too.
Your life needs more balance. While we're on Hollywood, rest in peace, Ray Liotta. Yeah, that was a tough. But you know what? I saw him in a show recently, or maybe it was a movie. But he didn't look the greatest. Like he looked kind of like, and he's not. He wasn't super old. 67 or something.
Yeah.
When he passed, but he didn't look. He didn't look great, and I didn't look up, what might be going on. But he just.
You look healthy.
Yeah, something looked off when I saw him. Actually, in one of those commercials where random actors are inserted. He was in one of those, and I was like, "Hey, what's up with Ray, man? You don't look too good." But hopefully, whatever he was dealing with, he's in a better place. Thank you for your excellent work. If you guys don't know who Ray Liotta is, Goodfellas, probably his most iconic role. But yeah, rest in peace, Ray Liotta. I'm such a Hollywood and movie nerd. I'm realizing.
It's good.
I think this just happened. Marion Barber passed away, the football player.
What?
Yeah, they found him in his apartment, but they don't know. They haven't said what happened to him.
Oh my goodness!
He's 38 years old.
Stop it.
It's like these more.
I saw that there was another football player that passed too.
Yeah, he's a young one.
Yeah,
I feel
20
like
something, right? Damn.
It's like, what's happening? I downloaded this news app.
Oh,
I can
get it off your
do that,
phone.
and I
Get out of- get out.
literally I'm like, I need to get this on my phone because it just gets worse and worse
like-
and worse and worse.
Good morning. 50 people killed in a bombing. Fam, I
Just woke up. I just woke up.
Just woke up.
Give me a second.
Sheesh.
We never spoke about it, but I know we are generally lighthearted. But
Oh boy.
do rest in peace to those
yeah.
those children that lost their lives in Texas
And the adults.
and the adults.
Yeah.
I don't want to stay here too long, but it's like the situation happened and it was like sad, and since then it's just gotten worse and worse and worse and worse, and it's like how can this get worse? Like all the little details coming out, how can this get worse? And then somehow it does, and it's sad that this is where we live, and so I'm sorry to take us down, but we're kind of here.
Yeah, so I'll make kind of like a general set because I can't talk about
Yeah.
that in detail. I cry over kids on MasterChef.
Ugh.
I don't want, yeah. But in terms of the country and things that repeat themselves over and over again, and we're like, why, how, blah, blah. I watched another show on HBO called We Own the City. It's about Baltimore police officers from like 2000 through like 2017, with during the time of like Freddie Gray and everything. And at first, I thought it was just kind of like a dramatization of the show, but it actually turned out to be really what happened during that time. And if you guys got HBO, please watch it. It's super fire. They actually casted a lot of the actors that were in The Wire in this show because Baltimore. But they flipped it. One of the drug dealers are now a cop in this show. It's very dope how they did it. But in the end, people realized, okay, we can try to do these different things and try to push these laws and whatnot. But then when you think about it, what's really going to change? It's just a new way for you to do the same thing that you were doing already, right? If a new thing gets put in place, body cameras. Yes. Well, it's still happening, but they just got body cameras on. Okay, we'll change this other thing. Well, okay, it still happens, but now it's just this other thing. So it's it's disheartening. It's very disheartening. And it's probably not the healthiest thing for me to do, but I just try to, at this point, for my own self-preservation, I just kind of shut it off.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, I can't. Because,
And you know, I love watching the news.
Right.
I can't even watch local news now. It's like, it's.
It's so much. It's so much. It's like literally, like you were saying, like the accident that right now, that Clarabelle knows one of the kids that.
oh, really?
Yeah, she was a student of hers, like a couple years ago, and it's like.
Rest in peace to those kids, man.
Like it makes me terrified for like our own kids. I mean, I'm already scared for our own kids, but like. I don't want Alexis to go to her prom. I don't want her to go to graduation. I just saw something that said after graduation rehearsal, a car accident and 2 kids gone. Like it's so much, and I wrestle with saying anything because it's like I don't want to be ignorant and act like it doesn't exist. But we are on our podcast. We're lighthearted. I like to think that people need our laugh, need our funny, and that brings the energy up. But it's like you get for me, I get stuck. Like I want to laugh, I want to smile, but I also like want to recognize that this happens and offer a space to like vent.
Yeah. It's a terrible thing to say out loud, but I said it in my head. And obviously Joe Byron, any of the country people
He said cunt.
won't say it out loud. But the reality of America is if you're going to live here, you got to be okay with all that stuff happening too. Nobody's going to say it. But I've been alive long enough, Columbine, all the way up till now. The Rodney Kings and all that stuff all the way up till now. You're going to be in this here country, you're just going to have to be okay with certain things. We'll pretend to be outraged with you, but then after a couple of weeks, a couple of months, back to status quo. I know certain things can change, but if the babies ain't protected, I don't know what you're doing. And I'll just leave it at that. So, yeah. Anyways, I have something, Darren, I can too peruse the internet and find what the kids are into.
Oh.
Have you all heard of this thing called the ick?
No.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Is that like a new TikTok?
No, it's something that women describe.
I'm a woman.
So please help me with this.
Oh, boy.
Don't be cool. Don't be too cool.
I'm going to try not to be.
Okay, so the ick can be described as, so Darren, you're into a guy, right? And you really dig him.
Wait, what?
You're into a guy.
Okay.
I heard into.
Oh my God.
I just wasn't
No,
sure.
not yet. Not on the first date. So
Second date.
you're super into a guy. Yeah. He's attractive.
Me as me?
Yeah,
No,
sure.
you was a girl.
No, you was a girl.
Oh,
man.
okay. Sorry.
He said women say. You got to pretend that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's fine. You got the hair. Do it.
So, dude is on point.
That's-
It could be first date. It could be, you're with the guy for a while. But as great as he is, there's the thing that he does that makes you go, ick.
Yeah.
Now, we make the joke sometimes that women aren't funny. If these are really tweets and whatnot from women, kudos, because this shit
Women are
has me
hilarious.
dying. When y'all are honest, oh my God, it's
so much
amazing.
fun.
Take the veil off. Be yourself.
Take the makeup off. Take the eyelashes off.
Oh, yay.
All right, so here we go. Example of an ick. After eating spaghetti and they have a little orange stains around their mouth. Useless. Another one. Being excited to see me. That one took me out. Oh my God, I can't wait for you to come home, babe. Ew. Okay, another.
Wait, hold on. Jen,
Yes.
do you agree with this?
No, because I'm the opposite.
Okay, cool.
He be looking at me like, what are you so happy about?
Nah. If he, for some reason, got like super excited to see you, like,
Like,
yeah, right. Yeah,
Okay, all right,
yeah,
cool.
exactly. It. Okay, here we go. Another one. Pressing the traffic light button and waiting for the green man.
yo.
If you don't walk,
If you don't almost get hit by something, just look both ways.
Another.
women so stupid.
You know why? Because I've never thought of that before, but the fact that this woman said, yo, when they,
She probably really gets pissed off.
she's like, just walk, man.
Another one. Standing outside the shower naked, waiting for the water to get warm.
Yo, this man can't live, bro.
He can't do
You can't do nothing. You can't be safe. You can't be warm.
Oh my God.
You can't be full.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my God.
Just run across the street.
Yo, but I love that. Don't be pushing that button around me, man. Were you standing out the thing naked? Or all right, the last one. Oh my God. Him being in the bathroom on the toilet and saying, "It's me." Oh, I'm in here. If somebody knocks on the door. You're a little bitch. I'm in here. Yo, women, please listen. Hear me. Listen. If these are the thoughts y'all have and share like with random stuff that guys do that's annoying or weird looking, or it's like, yo, I can't respect this man. Say it out loud. Oh my God, this shit is so funny.
We'll laugh.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to really think really hard.
Come on.
When I think of it, I'll let you know.
So for this one, you may have to dive into.
Yeah, I have to really
because stuff.
I like so much stuff that he does.
Exactly.
It'll take me a while to.
And for us, it's the things that we do that we think our women are like.
No. We don't even. This is what we think. Yeah, things we do that they see us and it kind of like kills the attraction.
Like totally kill the moment.
Yeah.
I know for me, it's probably being passive.
No. Forget that kind of like deep sentimental stuff.
It's
We
like
talking
this
about
little dumb petty.
your
shit.
Darren eats crackers and they get all in his beard.
When he eats crackers in the shower.
Right, there you go. See, have fun with it, Darren. Don't bring your therapy stuff in here.
He's like, when I'm closed off.
We know that already, silly. Tell us about your toenail clipping habits.
Yo, pause this real quick. Because I told my therapist the other day, we had a really good session that had me like in tears, right?
Like real tears?
Yeah, real tears,
Oh,
right?
finally he go through.
I found my thing. And so it was like towards the end of the session, and I was like, man, you gonna make me cry all like this and then be like, all right, talk to you next week. So, unpause. I don't like you guys. What's that dumb thing that I do?
It's the things that those ladies mentioned is stuff that nobody would think about.
I got
this guy's like, I'm just trying to cross the street. Like he's
and
not.
that's why it's funny. So now this is where like I think some women don't understand like how we find certain things funny, right? You need a little bit of reality, but then you need to be super extra within it. Of course, I'm not gonna jump in the shower while it's cold, but you picturing your hunky man who just finished fixing, I don't know, the shed or something like that. Okay, now he's sitting there putting his hand in, testing the temperature, butt ass. It's like, ew, get out of here, man.
His little man butt just standing there.
So funny
Come
to
on,
me.
man. I put my hair in a bun before
When Darren puts his hair in a bun. Yeah, I'm not saying that, but like that's
could
the
be
kind
the
of thing.
thing.
Yeah.
Probably when he puts on a bonnet.
Oh
No. The thing that I'm sure she rolls her eyes at is when I put on my mask at the end of the day. I can feel her whole energy like yo, I can feel her whole, like I be trying to hold up and I'm like, I'm gonna fall asleep and I'm gonna wake up shitty if I don't put on my mask. So, all right, babe. And she's like, good night. I mean,
Here comes
well,
a
wait, did you?
snorkel.
And I'll be like, all right, did you want to talk about something? Because I don't have to put on just. Please, if you're gonna give me some, don't let this deter you. This goes off.
That's a sleep apnea mask.
That's definitely the ick.
Yeah, I think when I get
Can you respond to that tweet?
Oh, I gotta find these people. This was a screenshot. Yo, these people are hilarious.
No, I'm joking.
Oh my god! But I think for me, it's anytime I get to talking about lawn shit, I can just see the sexual desire just leave her eyes completely. I'm like, oh fuck, sorry.
But I gotta tell somebody.
I gotta
man.
tell somebody.
It's gotta be you.
Who am I talking about? The MCU. I'm sure when we get to talking about Marvel, they're like, if they don't shut their little boy ass up. You stupid little boy talking about movies.
Heroes?
And action heroes.
About heroes?
They're not real stupid. Come watch the show and cry with me.
I really looked at my wife one time and I was like, I wish Batman was real, like in the real world. And she was like, what? And I was like,
that's what she was like.
I was like, I wish he was like fighting crime, like but here in our world. She was like, all right. I'm gonna go home and ask her what's her ick.
Oh my
I will let you guys know how I make out.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask too, yo.
Hey, Jen, can you put this on the?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, make this a thing.
That's funny.
I can't see.
Yo, that shit for at least 15 minutes. I laid down next to the floor of my desk. Just oh God. I want people to be like joke with each other, yo. Yeah. We can handle it. Like we'll laugh together and stuff, you know? Oh my God. Now there's probably some dudes. Now listen, ladies, please don't go talking about icks to your husband if he's, you know, bopping you upside your head. Please do use caution. Please. Please. Please use caution. Oh my God. Damn. We must use wisdom. Can we talk about something else?
Domestic violence is not a joke.
It's not a joke. I know that's why I didn't mean to say that. Like
You know, the ick is about you. Boop. Never mind.
You know what I can't stand? When you do that. Ick.
All right. Ow.
I took it too far. I took it too far.
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
If you're listening to this episode, you must have felt all the feels. This has been all over the place.
See, that's what we do. It has to be a roller coaster, not just down into hell like that show. Just
Not
everything
just
pass into the devil's land.
So he jumps off the building, right?
Oh, back to this.
So everybody in the show, they become close as a result of his death.
Did everybody know him in some way, or
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Except for like one lady, she like was going on her first date with one of them. It was the funeral, like.
Yeah.
So fast forward, if you haven't watched the show, this is like 4 seasons ago. Turns out his best friend and his wife was messing around, and they was planning on telling him before he jumped off the building, and she's pregnant with the friend's baby.
Oh boy.
That's
sad.
how
sad.
season 1 began.
And that guy, he's the guy in the wheelchair.
This is like Final Destination.
Yeah.
It's just adult life Final Destination.
Yeah.
It's coming.
This stuff has a high probability of happening.
Oof.
And just when you think, okay, I know what's gonna happen next.
Nah, you don't.
Nah, I could just tell the energy from that show that they don't even care, yo. They'll just bust. The sadness, like a superpower. The sadness. It's crazy, yo. I've never seen such a show.
Yo, Bim is killing it today, yo. It's like he's making up for his uselessness at the party.
I am.
You know what's so funny about that though? You saw in the group chat, Bim said, "Do you need me to just do the karaoke or karaoke and DJ?" And I said, No. Just karaoke. I got a phone that I charged up, an extra phone, and play music on the Bluetooth. I want you to be able to have fun. He said, I'm going to get wasted.
I said that.
And he delivered.
Accomplished.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how. I just remember the music going off. And I said, okay, I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to go play the phone wherever it's at. I had to go find it. And I just started playing music. And I looked at Bim and I'm like, everything good? That's the only time I looked at him. He was like, yeah, it's just like, doing something. So I thought it was like restarting or something. I was like, okay, maybe his equipment does that sometimes. Whatever. Then after a while, he was like, okay, I'm good. I'm like, all right. And then it happened again, I think.
You know what happened? The first time was loose connection at the speaker, right? Maybe somebody bumped it. Second time at the laptop, the RCA cable just came out. So the whole time I'm doing all this stuff, and then I looked down and said, oh. There we go.
So I said, check the input.
Man, damn, that was useless.
Hey, man.
And so I'm like, well, this is my time to play Swag Surf.
Hey,
Yeah. It worked.
Well played.
Worked out.
Thank you.
Man.
And then I played Ain't No Fun. Because, of course.
It united. It helped unite things. Yeah. That was so good to see everybody. I saw Sammy.
Yeah, I love
who I
it.
love seeing.
Hi, Sam.
Hey.
And we caught up, and I saw Mags. I know you.
Mags,
you
what
saw
up?
Mags, yeah.
Thanks for coming, Max.
Oh, Eva. Can we talk about Eva real quick? I know we're going back to the party because we had
And
so
we're
much
talking about
fun.
people that you don't know. So you're probably like, who cares?
I feel like Eva has, like, she's one of the few people I know that has, like, such pure energy.
Yes, absolutely.
And pure, like, positive energy.
Absolutely.
Like, she doesn't care what's happening. She doesn't care how she looks. She doesn't care that you're not enjoying yourself. She's going to be her.
Be happy.
Oh, so
And
great.
one of the toughest people I know, because been through some stuff.
Yeah.
And I
Oh,
see
yeah.
her smile through some craziness.
Yeah.
So,
How?
Just
And
energy, pure
my sister came,
positive.
Bibiana. I felt
She
so
was
special.
there real quick. Yeah.
Yep, real quick.
Yo, Jen, you like popular, Kyle. Look at her. Look, get her nervous. Get her. Look, she's uncomfortable.
I don't even know how I'm too busy.
You
laughing.
like popular, Kyle? Sheesh. You had like all of Rhode Island represented. You had people from the woods. You had people from different parts of the city. I'm lying?
It's true. My brother was there and his wife.
Yeah, Darren came from Connecticut. Like, you had a lot of representation.
And then the next day there was a gopher in my yard.
How'd it get there?
What the heck
And
was
Darlin,
that?
it was a gopher according to Janelle. And Darlin said you left it there.
I ain't never seen one in the city. Never.
And we are in the city.
Right, like for real.
I ain't
like-
never seen no gopher near my house.
Because you left them at ours.
I didn't. I'm not gonna respond to it because I'm ready to go to war with this. I didn't bring him to your house. Why would I? If I've never seen him, Jen,
But like,
how
you
can I
sound
bring
guilty.
him to
You sound guilty as hell. Yeah, because the next day, our friend Janelle, she couldn't come to the party, so she came by the next day, sat on the deck with me for a little bit.
Would have been nice to see her, damn it. I never seen her.
And we're just sitting there chatting, talking. It was hot the next day. It was hot.
Oh, yeah, it
I was
was
so
like
glad
91.
because on the news when they were talking about the weather, and they were like, "If you have anything going on Saturday, you might want to reschedule for Sunday." And we were like, "That's not our kind of weather."
Yeah.
So we kept it Saturday.
Beautiful. Thank you, because I wouldn't have known.
Nah, that we would have
Very
literally
different.
passed out. Yeah. So I'm looking in the yard, and this thing just come. I'm like, what is that? That is
it was
not a
rather big.
squirrel. That was large.
Got a bunch of them around here. Unless the bobcat got to them.
All right.
But then they're big. And they'll squeeze right under some stuff.
Yeah, it was. So I guess it lives under the shed. And so came out, and then he was just kind of like slothing around, and then all of a sudden, because I'm like, okay, that thing doesn't move fast. I'm not too worried. Bolted
Yes,
across.
exactly.
And I said, oh God, that thing is fast.
That big bitch move, yo. Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
I almost said something crazy.
Oh.
Oh boy.
A little Lizzo.
Oh. I wasn't ready.
I thought you knew where I was going.
I did not. Oh my God. Why would I think that?
I love
Wow.
Lizzo, but I'm just saying she's big and she can move.
You had to explain. The explanation I didn't.
Because
know
I didn't want
I
nobody to think I was trying to diss her. No, because, like, she's big and she's agile.
I like her
She's
new
quick
song.
on her feet.
I like that new song that's out. I don't know what it's called, but
I
it's
don't
quite
know.
catchy.
That's good.
It's okay.
I was gonna
I
say,
know-
does it help your
Alright.
Isn't it like
It's
a
about that
body
time.
positive or something?
I don't know. I just like the melody.
It's too much poppy sound for me on her music. It's not like a lot in the 808s. The bass is very passive. I don't like
Why
that.
that's not her bag.
It
Or
sounds
maybe that
like
used to be her
Forever
bag.
21 song.
No, yeah, Old Navy song.
Yeah. Eh.
Meh.
Nah, come on. And does she have to bring the flute everywhere? Like at this point, come on. We know you don't have to do that. Yo, what's it? I'm lying?
It's funny. I used to play the flute, right? And for years, I've always said I wanted to buy a flute so I could see if I could still play it and like to reteach myself.
Right.
If I had bought a flute, I would carry it everywhere.
No, you wouldn't.
I would totally bring it to this podcast.
No, you wouldn't. Oh, yeah, you would.
I would absolutely
Yeah, you would.
bring my flute here, and I would learn how to like play one song.
One song.
And as soon as Darren like says something I don't want to hear no more.
No, she had to open it.
Yeah, you gotta open the case. You gotta put it
I'm like, oh,
together.
here she go. Oh, you did it, Darren.
Then you gotta get yourself. That's cool though, because I don't have a flute.
You should get one. You won't use it.
Probably not.
Why not?
I know I'm getting you for your next birthday.
Don't do it.
Why so? Please
Don't do it.
do it.
She won't use it.
It'd be just a waste of your money, not mine. So
That's also fun.
it's whatever.
I have very little left.
You are the same guy to say there's mad stuff to talk about. You brought
Yeah.
up 3 things.
I brought up one thing, babe. We got it right.
See?
The other things I have, we quickly started to talk about it, I think, when we were on 101.1 FM. Dr. Hydea Nicole Green.
Who that?
She is, of course, I closed the article and I didn't save the link. So come back to me in just a moment. But she's a scientist that discovered a way to treat cancer that has no effect, lasting
chemo.
effects. Yes, it's
Oh,
she
that's
uses
what it
a laser to basically kill the cancer.
Oof.
So big up Black Girl Magic.
Real quick, June 18th. We're doing another 401 karaoke. That's Saturday, June 18th. That's Juneteenth weekend, yo. So, and also Father's Day weekend. So come on out. Check the link in my bio. Guys, pull up. Jen, pull up. Darren, pull up. We there, yo.
Right?
That's important information.
Right,
Yikes.
cool. The place, man. It was over there last time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. That was almost a sticking on the
Link
landing.
in my bio, guys.
And Darren just had to come with the questions.
Because I was like,
I know, right? I was just filling space while he was getting that story about the black lady.
Oh, I stopped.
Oh, you stopped.
I stopped because I remember that little bit of detail, and that's what you're gonna get out of me.
But yeah, I'll put the info out there. Yo, I'm outside, bro. I'm outside for real. I'm outside. DJing, drinking,
What were we just talking about?
singing.
You know what that felt like?
What's that?
You know when you was in school and you had to do like an oral presentation?
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, she's like, does anyone have any questions? Darren's the guy who's like, yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
Right away, he shut that down. That filthy
That's what
rumor.
that felt like. That's what that felt like.
Yeah, because it's us. But no.
Now, that'd be like if I gave a presentation to class and you my mans, and you're not supposed to ask questions about my presentation because you know I don't really know nothing.
But then I'd be
really-
generally
And then
curious.
you'd be like, hey, so...
But wait.
You pretty much plagiarized
So
the
when
whole
you
thing.
said when you said isotopes, right? Well, I was just curious.
Shit.
You seem like you are very invested. Oh boy.
Do you know why they call Laffy Taffies Laffy Taffies?
No.
No? That is so funny.
Because of the joke and it's taffy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was like some deeper meaning.
No.
Oh, okay.
Do you know about the jokes?
No.
You do?
What? There's jokes on the rappers?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. He said, oh.
I deserve to be on punishment for that. 'Cause I never crossed. Yeah, joke. Oh, joke. Haha.
I thought there was like
joke,
an
haha.
actual, like, deeper...
No, I was just asking, just as like a survey or a
Like a
poll.
did you know?
Like I was just polling.
Don't pull me. Don't pull me out.
Oh, no, I don't like that one.
You got jokes for us?
That's what she's doing.
Yeah, well, I know the dad joke. I like dad jokes. Anything going on this weekend before we get into dad joke?
I got a DJ. Nothing big. Hopefully, I can get a car this weekend. I'm pretty close to finding the one I want.
I'm kind of sad you're giving up on the truck thing, man.
Yeah.
You getting a caca?
I'm getting a Sorrento. That's what I've decided
Oh,
on.
nice.
Yeah. I liked them before when I had it. I just wanted it to be all-wheel drive and better on gas.
Well, I wanted you to get a truck, Darren.
Me too, but...
Because Q got his truck, very nice truck.
You're
And-
getting your...
Oh, God willing,
What are you
I'll get
getting?
mine still. A Rivian.
Rivian? Yeah.
And I was like, oh, damn, if there is a truck,
I
then it's
mean,
like
I really
truck
want to.
gang.
Believe me, I really
So
want
wait, a
to.
Sorrento's a car or a crossover?
No, it's a SUV, not a crossover.
Oh, just a regular SUV? Okay. So that's like a truck.
No, you need
I
you
need
the
the
truck
yeah.
bed.
So I was chasing the Ranger.
Yeah.
Not the Ranger, the Maverick.
Yeah, did you go see it?
What's a Maverick?
It's a
It's
Ford.
not a. It's like they're affordable.
Darren and his off-brand cars. What is that?
No, it's a Ford.
But it's we don't see no.
It's super. It's new. It's brand new.
Okay.
But it's super basic.
Yeah.
And it's like dirt cheap, like 20,000. But it's very
Brand
very
new?
basic. Yeah.
Oh, that's like a game show
It's
car.
very it's exactly that. Like
Ford
the
Maverick.
base model, like no for real, like the top of the line of that version is like 25.
Wow.
Yeah, but I don't fit in it.
Yeah, you don't want that thing.
There's still a chance if I could find a Ridgeline in my price range, but it's everything I'm looking at is just it's too much. And dealerships are not budging.
No,
Yeah.
I don't
On
foresee
price.
prices going down.
They're not. They're not even like trying to even play hardball.
Yep.
Like the other day, we got a dealership, and I was like, okay, if you come down 2, I can come up like putting up a little bit more to deposit. No.
Guy, I'm gonna sell this thing as soon as
Yeah.
you leave.
Matter
Yeah.
of fact, you're wasting my time. At this
Yeah,
point.
all right, I'll just, you do the thing. Okay, well, I guess I gotta go. All right, we'll see you next time.
Take it easy. Oh, leave it, get the door for you.
Oh,
There's another dealership down the street. You can try them.
pretty much.
They got some cheap
They,
shit.
they do not care. So I quit. I give up.
This is why my car stuff that was happening. I'm like, I'm just gonna fix it.
Yeah.
Well, how much does it cost? That's fine.
Yeah.
I thought
Let's,
about
let's
that
do
too.
it the right way, and I'll be out of your hair.
But putting gas on the car doesn't feel good.
Yo,
It does not
yesterday,
feel good. It does
yo,
not feel good.
yo, forget the jokes because we get some serious business. Okay.
Yeah.
So, leading up to the party, we took the week off because we do that. His birthday, my birthday, we take the week off.
Love that.
So, I didn't really go nowhere, right? If we went shopping for the party, we took his car. So like, I didn't drive the whole week, so I didn't buy gas the whole week. And then Monday was no work, so I didn't go nowhere. So Tuesday I go to work, and I'm like, oh, perfect. It's T-Mobile Tuesdays. I get my 10 cents off a gallon of Shell. Boom, bit, bop. Gas light comes on as I'm going home. I said, perfect timing, going to get some gas. I get to Shell, I put my number in, boom. I turn around and pump. I don't look because I know I'm going to fill it, right?
You usually fill up?
If I can, just to get out of the way.
It's like a mental thing.
And how much does it really run you, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, we're getting there, Darren.
Okay.
The
Sorry.
plot thickens.
I'm sorry. I get excited.
Because I got a 4-cylinder Camry, right?
Yeah. Gang.
I'm like, I'm not even going to look. I'm just standing on Mineral Spring, letting the vibes flow. You know what I mean? I turned around. This bitch says $63. I said...
Yeah. And Darren's like, that's it.
There's a reason I don't fill up my car. There's a reason why I don't fill up my car.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
We're approaching $5, right? For regular? Damn near?
Yeah. I got regular, and with my 10 cents off, it was like $4.55.
Yeah, I was going to say it's $4.67 where I'm at.
And then the middle grade, with the 10 cents off was like $5.15.
Oh, yeah, it's like
it's a big jump.
Why did that jump so much?
And then the V Power, I think, said $5.65.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I said, I'm going to take my little 63 and
Yep.
go.
Yep.
Because that's $1 difference, which means, because my car takes almost 14 gallons. So $1 difference would mean an additional $14 on top of the 63 I just paid.
Yeah.
To fill on V Power.
Yep. Hence why I'm going to Sorrento, because I have a 6-cylinder right now.
Yeah, that makes me feel better about the cost for the electric now, because I don't know if gas is going to keep going up. So
Wait, the Sorrento is a 4-cylinder, but it's a truck?
It's an SUV, yeah. It's not as powerful. Like I can't pull much with it, but
Don't be pulling things.
no, I don't pull anything.
I never
just
seen you
lug
pull
my-
something.
Yeah.
That's fine.
and it's all-wheel drive, not four-wheel
All
drive.
yep.
Oh, that's good.
So I know it'll be good in the snow for me.
Yeah.
And plus I drive aggressive, which is not really
We just
helpful for
learned that.
me. Yeah.
Do you dare?
Yeah, like today I was late and I was like, ah! So my poor Buick is like, all right, here we go.
We were not meant to drive like this.
Not no Buick.
This is a cruiser.
Come on, man. Buick's a nice
Yo,
place.
nobody
Shout
whipping a
out.
Buick.
Shut up.
Like, not aggressive in a
It's
Buick.
a nice, comfortable
Like an
ride.
Altima makes sense.
Right. A Buick, though? It's like built for luxury. You just...
Oh, man, I beat the shit out of my car.
Like, whoa.
Whoa.
Jeez.
Put my seatbelt on tighter.
You ever take a turn and you're like, let me just...
Yeah. Yeah.
That's me mostly when I'm late.
In the Buick.
In the Buick. Please be careful.
If I saw an Enclave pass me,
Dare. Dare.
I'll probably put him on my Instagram story. Like, you guys see this aggressive ass Buick?
Right out my ass, too? Come on.
Look at this.
I think we went to BRU one week, and you were there before me, and I was, of course, late. And I came, like, zooming up the street, and he texted, Darren's just whipping at me. And I was like, man, I'm late. What do you want me to say?
It's so interesting.
You guys just be like me say anything.
What we going to say to you?
I'm going to tell her no? You hear the shit that I say?
True.
Oh, my God.
I love
You do be
guys.
whipping that Buick, though.
Oh, man, I'll be out here.
Joke? No jokey?
I love springtime.
That's a joke?
I get so excited I wet my plants.
I like it. I like it.
Appropriate for the time.
Is that it? I almost got into the drought conditions and why my lawn looks the way it does.
I was gonna ask you.
Nobody cares.
I was going to ask you, like, oh, I see some brown spots. Everything okay?
Bro,
Everything okay?
so you know how we didn't really have a spring?
Yeah.
So no water,
Okay.
but also it wasn't like extreme heat.
Yeah.
So the grass, I didn't want to do this. It needs to come out of dormancy fully, and that's what spring helps to do. And then by the time the summer heat comes, it's
ready.
conditioned for it. We got that random 95 or 90 degree day, and I think it was hot for 2 days, and it just killed a bunch of lawns.
So it wasn't just us, because I thought it was because we had the party and everybody was like on the grass, and I'm like, damn, I didn't think it was gonna do all that.
It didn't look like this a week ago. It
yeah.
was so if I would have been watering the whole time, it would have kept it. but because it was just like drought conditions, as soon as that 90-something degree day came, it just destroyed.
Because there's sprinklers, but since the party was happening, he turned them off like 2 days beforehand.
Yeah.
So they hadn't gotten watered for like 2
okay.
days.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we did our thing. And then the next 2 days, like you said, it was hot.
Yeah.
And I went outside, I was like, dang.
Yeah.
Really?
And you may feel tempted to do something, like put down fertilizer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If anything, just water. But yeah, that's just how no spring.
So then, I'm not like putting it in your face or anything, but
Hey.
our grass is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like our grass is almost like taller than usual.
So for you guys, when you got like a good amount of trees, like the big tree in the front, some in the back, but also I think when you, or at least for me, the way we're built, it's almost like on a bunch of gravel and rocks. Then they put the topsoil on top of it.
Oh,
you guys
we're
are
like right in a swamp,
right.
Yeah,
So you
okay,
got
so we have natural. Got it.
exactly. So it's,
That makes sense.
I need to water over
I was
here.
wondering, I'm like, is it wet underneath where Darren lives more than where we live? But I
absolutely.
thought that was a dumb question in my head.
Yeah, no, a lot more moisture
'Cause, you
around
know,
there.
Yeah, you're right.
But where's a lake near here? Or anything?
Wow.
Body of water.
This guy's knowledgeable.
Well, you gotta learn about the different seasons. See there, what it is.
Yeah.
I was oh.
I just heard the Home Depot music start.
Dun, 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 dun.
It got real intense. Somebody pass me my Monarchs.
Oh my god! But yeah, you kind of have to, like, if I wanted to look nice, you gotta kind of know what can impact it.
Got it.
Because I used to react. It would have been like, oh my god, put fertilizer. But just let it do its thing.
Got it.
If we get some more rain in 5-6 days, all that stuff starts to change.
Cool. We're supposed to get rain tomorrow, so
Yeah, looking forward to it. It's just gonna be me on the couch. I can't wait.
I'm envious.
Undisturbed.
Wow.
I got a photo booth on Friday night. I remember.
No disturbation for the NBA Finals beginning.
Yo,
Tomorrow.
hype.
I looked at the ticket prices for the Garden for Game 3.
Oh boy.
The cheapest was $770.
For a nosebleed at the Garden?
Nosebleed.
Never. Have you been to TD Garden?
Yeah.
Did you have leg room?
Yeah. Oh, we had really good seats.
Oh, okay, that's right. Where was you at? Like a little bit.
We were like maybe 7 rows behind.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
Wealthy man.
No, they were giving out tickets to my dad's job.
Oh,
And
this was a while ago then.
Oh yeah, it was good. CJ was still. I almost want to say we were in high school.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well,
I'm
that
talking
was
about-
back in the 90s.
Oh, so you were a smaller person at the time. Then you were a smaller human.
I mean I'm wider now. I guess small. Yes.
No, I mean even you're probably a little bit taller. I mean you were tall in high school, but you're probably still a little taller.
I think I'm about the same height.
I think you're fine if you go now with not those good seats. Because at the time, actually, URI Ram tours. I don't know if you remember that when you were there. But URI used to do these things where they'll ship you on a bus to go somewhere.
Really?
$25 from URI to watch a Celtics game.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, it was super cheap.
I should have paid attention on campus.
And when we went, it was empty, damn near.
Wow.
Really? Not
Yeah,
no
probably
more.
why you got tickets for free at that time. Celtics weren't that great at the time. But see, not a lot of room, especially for 7-something for a nosebleed. You're just sitting mad uncomfortable. I guess for the vibe, but home.
That's what I
Yeah.
said.
Be comfortable at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, then the most expensive I saw, I think it was like 15,000.
15,000.
But you know what? If I had it, I'd do it.
Really?
Yeah.
And that was 2 days ago when I checked.
I
or
still gotta
yesterday?
pay for food if I spend.
If you got 15, you ain't worry about food.
You're not even trying to eat there.
Yeah. Probably just come from a steak dinner to go to the game.
15,000 on one ticket.
Now, imagine, so you're thinking about
And
it
it's probably a
from-
folding chair.
all the floor seats are folding chairs. But you're thinking about it from a perspective like now. But with something that,
Yeah, you're right.
yeah, you know how that is.
You paying
Like
for
cocaine.
a car. Yeah.
You're like, okay, if I pinch you, right? I like that analogy worked for you.
It was.
Because it was just
Yeah. Oh, I get it. Oh,
What do you
okay.
like and what minor
I was wondering. I'm like,
inconvenience.
did he have that in the chamber for the day that Darren asked us?
Sometimes this thing be going, yo. Sometimes not so much.
I'll take the balance. I'll take the balance.
Yeah. And it's in.
Nah, I think I'm good.
We love you guys so much. Jen, happy birthday again.
Thanks.
I'm glad. I'm really glad that it's turned out well. Seriously.
Me
Yeah.
too.
I was looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And if it would have rained, it would have pissed me off too.
Yo, it's so funny how we almost didn't do it, but like the few people we had told were like still hype.
Oh yeah. I would have been in rain or shine.
Yeah.
So like, you know, not even that close, but like a few weeks before when I found out the last thing with my car, and we were gonna just skip it, and then a couple people was like, "We're still doing that, right? I already got a song picked up." I'm like, what is happening?
Incredible.
You know, and he's so. I'll end on this. I'll end on a shout out to my babe. He's so, like I said, thoughtful all the time. So I just found this out the day after the party. So you saw the speakers and the setup and everything. And so he had got me the turntable like around Valentine's Day. And he purposely got a brand called Gemini because he thought I would get a kick out of that.
I swear I was gonna ask if that was intentional.
It was.
And the speakers too.
Yes.
Okay.
So got the turntable first. And I was like, oh my God, it says Gemini. He's like, yeah, I got that because I thought you'd get a kick out of it.
This guy is perfect. Yo, God. Where can I find
And he got bars.
And he got bars. Yo, them bars are fierce. And so then I think I had mentioned something like, oh, the karaoke cookout. You know how I be saying things. And so he just told me on Sunday after the party that he said to himself, if we were to do that, I wouldn't want to borrow speakers. We would need to have our own speakers. And he's like, I'm going to bring it up again. And if she sounds like she really wants to do it, I'm going to order speakers. And so that's how he ordered the speakers. And then he got them the same Gemini brand because he saw.
And Darren, those speakers, I don't know if you got a good look at them.
They were nice.
Oh, he meant to ask you.
I saw the back of them. That was impressed me.
Fam, so run Bluetooth to one, then jump it to the other joint. I don't know what the wattage was, but it sounded just fine.
Oh yeah,
outside.
I'm pretty sure it was up like almost 2,000.
Combined or individual?
No, individually. Wow.
And all the inputs in the back, aux, RCA,
RCA and XLR.
and XLR.
I'm sorry.
That's good because he wanted me to ask you guys, like, ask the guys, were those like legit speakers or those like some Fisher Prices?
No.
And I never got
good.
to ask you guys.
No, those are fire.
So
Those
yeah.
are fire.
Yeah, they got the lights
Very dope.
and they have wheels.
I saw the wheels.
Portable.
I was like,
I don't even feel like they were. I don't know that I know this for sure, but I don't feel like they were heavy.
oh, I didn't try that.
I picked them up. They're not heavy.
Okay.
But it has like a handle, like a suitcase, and you pull it up,
Yeah.
and you can roll it behind you.
Because the Bluetooth one my dad has is heavy for me to lift.
No, I
So
can.
that
the
one
fact
came out
that-
some time ago, though. That
Yeah,
one,
it's older. Yeah.
No, this one I can lift up off.
So if you have that powerful of a speaker that is lightweight, mwah,
Well, you heard him, darling.
He nailed it.
Good speakers.
good job.
Any kind of connection, I can hook my 8-track up to this if I want to. Like, it's crazy.
So when Vim would go out of it, I didn't even have to like change the input on them.
She just with the
I just
with
would
your phone.
just play music on the phone, and it just
Independent volume control for the Bluetooth and the other two inputs for the speaker.
very
So
cool.
while I'm connected, while I'm down, she can
She's
keep
just
her
doing
volume
whatever
up and
she's
just
doing.
jump right in. Come on,
and
man.
like I said, he doesn't just do things. He'll read the reviews, watch some YouTube videos, make sure it's a good speaker and all that. So he did all that just to make sure that the day we decide to do something, we'd be ready. And then he ordered the wireless mics because he said, can't do that with no wires. So, thank you.
So he has like what, like a 2-3 month threshold where you can't bother him. Is that how this works?
It's not gonna
Because he
work.
did good. No, that
not
is
gonna work.
okay.
Well, we're going on vacation,
Oh, y'all are going.
When y'all leaving again?
end of June, but it's not a Thursday.
And it's like you guys like come back just before Thursday.
Come back Wednesday night, late. So I'll be fine with Thursday. Because we're off that week too. So
Man, happy Jen. It looks good on you,
Jen, music is her love language, and he's speaking that language.
bro. What?
He's speaky good.
yeah, speakers
Oh,
everywhere.
Jen.
We love over here at the PDT.
We can't help it. Make sure you follow us on social media platforms on Instagram, PLSDELTHIS. On Twitter, the same handle.
Don't do it. Sorry, Darren.
Fucking gonna break a light, right? No, keep going, Darren. Sorry. She knew what I was gonna do.
On YouTube and Facebook at the Please Leave This Podcast. Make sure you follow us on your favorite streaming platforms such as Spotify, iTunes Radio, iHeartRadio, Pandora. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, you usually could find us. Shout out to our friends over at WBRU 101.1 FM, DJ Franchise and the crew. Make sure you check us out on Mondays at 1 p.m. over there.
If we remember.
Sorry.
The WBRU app. Let's see. Shout out to the Grown Pain Podcast.
Yeah.
Stay tuned when we do our crossover episode with them.
Next week we'll have special guests.
Oh yeah.
Next week we do have a special guest.
So
Super
look out for
excited about
that.
that. Actually,
Yes.
we'll be in a special place too.
I'm very excited.
Juneteenth is coming up. PVD Fest is coming up.
Guys, we outside.
The
Waterfire
11th.
is coming up, I think,
Waterfire.
this weekend.
Yo, man, we got some nice weather coming. Enjoy it. Something else. Salita soap. I gotta give me some soap.
Kiba's Crabs.
Yes,
Hit her
Kiba's Crabs
up.
for
Yes,
sure.
yes. Oh, Lena's Litos will be at Juneteenth. The Juneteenth celebration, I believe, in Roger Williams Park.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So definitely keep your ears out for that as well. Anything else I'm missing, guys?
Shout out to the Four Brothers
Yeah.
podcast and
Hi,
pregame
guys.
podcast and
Yeah.
Spark Up PVD and all the other pods
Yeah,
out
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Shout out to you all.
I believe Spark Up Podcast will be at
PVD Fest, yes.
At PVD Fest interviewing people. So if you see them, stop by and say, what up?
As well as Chip Doug, who have the main stage
yes,
at noon
yes.
on the 11th. They asked the question on the radio. Why is it that girls can wear costume jewelry, but like guys can't?
I do.
Okay.
I wore custom jewelry on Saturday.
Oh, see.
I was going for the drug dealing cousin look from the 80s.
Oh, you nailed it.
None of that was real. You're right. You know how much that bracelet joint would have cost? I'm wearing fake. He's costume jewelry.
Not jewelry.
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 Yeah, I wear costume. So I guess we just don't call it that though.
Yeah, I guess.
So is it costume jewelry only if it's not real of that material, or what is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
Oh, I got plenty.
Oh, really?
All right, cool.
I don't really mess with jewelry like that. I just have like this necklace that I wear all
There you
the
go.
time.
I mean, I don't wear anything real.
Yeah.
Because I just wear dog tag. I love this dog
phony?
tag.
Who's fake?
That type of people I hate.
Let's go. I think it's just bad if you wearing something that's not like real gold and you go around
Yeah,
boasting
front
about it.
with this chunky chain.
Yeah,
It's made of tin.
Sit down.
Yeah. But I wish. Oh, I see some people with some crazy looking chains. Like, am I gonna spend that money? No. I'm cool. I'm cool. Just wear this little fake something to shine real quick, and put it back where it goes.
Not shine.
Something shiny, you know. That's something shiny there.
Just make you feel
Just,
good.
you know.
And this man.
That's fair.
All right, we out of here. Bye, guys.
Boy.
It's June now.